Hey, what's going on, everyone? You know what? I figured I'd go ahead and do this live stream just for the hell of it. Just if whoever shows up, we can either talk Cowboys. If any Cowboy fans want to come in here, feel free. And all the haters want to say, "Oh, we knew we were gonna lose." Hey, you know what? At least we fought. Unfortunately, like I said, Dak has to overcome a lot. He has to overcome the coaching staff, which I feel is just almost as bad as the previous regime. And I don't know if it's just me, if McCarthy's turned out to be more of a fraud than ever. So, yeah. But, in case if we don't want to talk about this Cowboys loss, we can talk about the upcoming, we can discuss the Hitcher, for example. If anyone wants to talk about that movie, we can do that. Or not, or any other upcoming reviews. I'm just going to see whoever wants to come in and have this discussion. I know there's going to be some trolls like Eastside who wants to come in and say, "Ha, I knew the Cowboys were going to lose." If I'm not mistaken, didn't you say they were only going to score 3 points? Well, we scored more than fucking 3 points. Should have scored more. Should have scored 30 at least. But Zerline missing the fucking extra point, missing the fucking easy field goal, that cost us 4 points. And I was going to say, and oh yeah, Brown, he played fucking horribly. There's a reason why he's a 6th-round pick. But I'm not going to even get into that right now. So I have no idea who's going to really even come in here. So the door is open. And no, I don't want to talk any kind of political bullshit right now. I don't have time for that. So I'm going to switch off right now the camera. If anyone wants to come in, have a cool discussion, we can do that. I've been live streaming for a couple minutes, so let's see who wants to come in here. So far, I got 0. 0, 0, 0. Drop that 0 and give it a hero. Anyone know where that line's from? Anyone remember Cool as Ice with Vanilla Ice? Yeah. I watched bits and pieces of it. I wouldn't say it's the worst movie ever, but it's not going to win any awards. So it's 91. It came out in 91. I believe it flopped. And I don't think, whatchamacallit, Vanilla Ice had much of an acting career. I remember he had a small little cameo in The New Guy, if anyone remembers that film. Yeah. Good times back in the day. I wonder if I angered some people with my previous video because I was a bit upset. I know it's just the first game, but still. When you can't even sack Brady, the line that we have, you might as well just throw up and give up. We got to get consistent. Piss off. Fuck you. There is no OnlyFans. I don't have an OnlyFans. That's bullshit. Hang on a second. Oh, yeah, I was telling you, give me free stuff. Get a fucking life, asshole. Seriously. Why don't you quit looking at hairy asses and filthy cocks, you sick motherfucker? Yeah, I bet you like doing that, don't you? And I keep putting you in timeout so you can piss off. That's right, piss off. Learn to fucking grow up. Hey, Matt. Quit. Why don't you get some free OnlyFans for your lovely little tricks? Oh, wait, you can't do that, can you? So I apparently attracted a troll here who's got no fucking life, who hates himself and is miserable. That's your fucking problem. Silence is golden, they say. Yeah. I think I'll give it a little bit more time and see if anyone wants to come in. Got one person watching. Hold on. Hey there, stranger boy. Yeah, I have a feeling he was making fun. Oh yeah, he wishes he was Matt. He's just just gazing at his own reflection and gazing and wish he can just ride a hairy cock and look at a filthy ass. That's what he's probably thinking of. He's gazing in amazement. Yeah. Okay, back down to 0. It must be pretty late. It's not even midnight yet. It's almost midnight, but it will be shortly. So, okay. I better time out the troll just in case. Oops. Sorry about that. Got one person in here. I wonder if it was him trying to try to talk, but I will not tolerate any trolls in here. Get a fucking life, okay? Don't have time for your bullshit. No, less. Actually, less than a minute. So I got 2. Okay, it was 2. Now down to 1. Probably will be down to 0 pretty shortly. I guess he wasn't sure. I guess this person wasn't sure if he wanted to come in here and talk. So who knows? I guess we'll see what happens. We shall see. Yep, I figured. Down to 0. What a shock. Why should I care? I'm going to go ahead and I'll be back. Okay. All right. Down to 0. What a shot. Could be the troll trying to come back in. Got 2 people supposedly. Got 3 people. People want to talk, or I guess we'll find out. Okay. If it's maybe a new person. Oh, God, this America, seriously. What? Okay, I'm here. You can see me. You can see me with no problem, right? Good? Okay, we're good. Okay. So we have 2 people in here. Yet, does anyone even really want to talk? Suppose I got 2 people in here watching, and yet people don't want to talk. So, which is it going to be? What's it going to be, people? Which one is it? Hitcher, Cowboys, the upcoming reviews I plan on doing? 1 person left, I guess. Boy, oh boy. If it's the same show, get a fucking life, dude. Seriously, get a fucking life. Too busy trying to jack it off somewhere? Is that the problem? Having a little trouble in the bedroom? Ooh, I guess I'm just putting you in a place. Well, I don't give a fuck. You don't like it? You can unsub or get the fuck out of town. Or get the fuck out of Dodge. Or go join the fucking slobbering refs that like to fucking blow and fucking suck Tom Brady's cock for all I know. So, yeah. Don't really care. I really don't care anymore. Yeah, I know this is not really going anywhere, but you know what? Who cares? Who cares? Come on. Someone wants to talk a film with me. Come on. Talk movies with me. Talk The Hitcher. Talk about a very underrated classic right there. And if I can find it, it's over there. I'll be right back. There you go. I found it. See? Did a review for this. Very underrated classic right here. And it got a very shitty remake and I heard not a very good sequel. At least that one had C. Thomas Howell, but I don't want to spoil it for anyone who's seen it. Hey, what's up, Sam? Did you want to come in, or were you gonna call it a night? I wouldn't blame you if that was the case, because it's 12:03 here already. It's already Friday. I'll just have to email you. Yeah, send the link. Okay, I'll email you the link if you want. Okay. Let's compose mail as usual. Subject. Okay. Let me get the link. Should get it to you with no problem. Who cares about collections? I don't care about that shit. Come on. Okay, Sam boy, the link has been sent. We have 2 people watching. Okay. Tell me not this particular troll in case he wants to come in here and start more bullshit, because he's a miserable little fucker that he is. So soon enough, I will definitely be joined by Sir Spade Sam. And whoever's watching, thank you for stopping by. I'm only going to have I only have one person in here. Hold on, Sam. Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
Oh, nothing.
Just chilling. I was just watching some anime, and then I seen your notification, and I was like literally in the middle of uploading a video, so I was like, oh crap. So yeah.
That's fine. You were doing. You gotta do what you gotta do. And I guess you saw my notification of my previous video that I just uploaded, and of course the live stream.
Yeah. So I'm guessing Cowboys lost again.
Yep.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I guess I shouldn't be. There should have been a fucking pass interference call, but of course they're not going to call it. They're not going to call it on us. I mean, call it against us. But if we did some holding, they're going to call it against us, of course. How fucking typical. But I don't even want to go into it.
No, I don't blame you.
I don't even think I'm going to do any more pregame videos. I should have known. There's just so many problems. Players not performing, like Brown getting burned, Zerline missing a fucking easy field goal, missed the extra point. That's 4 points. We easily could have won this game, but we didn't. And just really poor time management issues. Like, I think we should have at least gone for it, drained more time, and if we kicked the field goal, we would have won this game. But nope. You leave Brady a fucking minute and a half, or even maybe a minute. He'll find a way to win, because after all, he's the fucking GOAT.
Oh yeah. Freaking, I don't know. I don't dabble into football too much because I know I'll get all pissed off about it. Common pattern I seen is the only happy fans are the winning team fans.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no moral victories.
And on top of that, it's all corrupt, bro. Everything's fixed and rigged. Well, I'm not sure about football, but like I know basketball's rigged.
Really? It's that rigged, huh?
Oh yeah, bro. Like freaking. I mean, I could get into it, but I don't want this stream getting like popped off just because of that, just because of certain topics. But
oh yeah, they'll probably have a shit fit if we start start speaking the truth, and they'll get all offensive and bullshit. So yeah.
Yeah. It'll be labeled as fake news.
Fake news or hate speech, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I have a question. I think you watched my review of the Hitcher, right?
I have not.
Okay.
I've barely been watching YouTube, but I need to catch up with everyone's channels and stuff.
Gotcha. I don't know if did I ever send you the link, because you can actually watch it for free on YouTube.
I'm not sure if you did. You probably did, but yeah, I'll check it out on YouTube if I get the chance. I just been binging. Yeah. I just binging regular show on Hulu. Like I watched I feel like I watched 12 episodes, like back to back. Like I really didn't have a busy day today.
Yeah, you said you were gonna try to get a different job, but you were still gonna try to hold on to those two jobs for right now until you feel like you feel comfortable enough to know you'll have this one, and then you'll eventually quit both of them.
Yeah, that's actually exactly what's going on, and I actually did get a new job, but it's not at that place where I originally planned. I'm gonna be cutting up meat at a meat factory. And they'll be paying me minimum wage, $10.50, which is New Mexico minimum wage, not the capital minimum wage, because that's different. I'll be working full time. That's literally all I need is at least 30 hours or full time, because I need those kind of hours, because I'll make it, because I save my money and all that stuff. And I have 2 months worth of work guaranteed. I'm gonna try to keep my other two jobs, but the one with the grocery is I'm not gonna be working on Mondays like I usually do, because I start this coming Monday with that meat factory place.
So you're basically a butcher.
Pretty much, but whatchamacallit, technically I'm not a butcher, and the head butcher, actually know him. I went to school with him. He was actually a grade below me, but he gets paid pretty good because he's he's certified in a bunch of different types of stuff, and like he makes pretty good money.
Right. Apparently, I might talk to someone about a potential job opportunity. It's going to be at some place called Ewald. The reason why I've heard of them because we used to do some work for them back when I was working for my dad. Did a lot of fuel injection work for them. Apparently, they're wanting. I think it was a call. If I can find it.
What kind of work?
It's something about a. Gosh, I'm gonna have to type it in. I guess Indeed really like to update stuff. Okay, service administration clerk. Apparently, a year I would make somewhere between 43,000 and 44,000.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah,
considering Texas wages.
Yeah, they tend to vary. At least it's still going to be better than what the environmental job that I was going to go with. Annually, I would start off if I was working there. It would have been around 35,000. Then at some point, it would have been 36,000. This is a bit higher, at least. And I wouldn't have to really travel far. I actually kind of know where it's at, so I just have to kind of go on the other side, probably do a U-turn, and then I should be able to get there okay. In fact, when I asked her about applying on it, Indeed, she was like, "Nah, I'd have you fill up another application." So I guess they're interested in at least talking. So I guess that's kind of cool. Only thing is, I'd have to kind of use a forklift, I guess, occasionally because I have to go and load up the truck. They mentioned they can get pretty busy up there. They have a lot of jobs that are not really finished, and they're like backed up like several weeks because they have some technicians that work there. So yeah.
Oh, okay, I see.
And I did try to have my nephew put in an award for me because apparently he's going to try to be working on the oil rig, and he's going to be making a lot of money. We're talking at least 10 grand per month, pretty much, maybe even more.
Oh, that's fat stacks. Yeah, I've been actually debating on moving to Texas if I ever get the money, find a place just to work for the oil companies because I know it's big money.
Yeah, maybe I should consider that possibility. I know I'll be making good money. Of course, I know that the people we work with aren't exactly going to be the smartest tool in the shed. They might try to haze you and all this other shit, from what I've understood.
Oh yeah. I know how some work environments can be hostile. I'm actually quitting my grocery job because that work environment's hostile because like the boss kind of treats her workers like shit. So it's just
Really?
like
That's
yeah,
bad.
and like sometimes she'll calm down. She's just like some grumpy old lady that owns the store and stuff, and she has calmed down a little bit, which I give her credit to that. But like I don't know, she just doesn't seem like the type of person.
She seems to need to get laid or something, I'm guessing.
Yeah, probably that. Well, like I don't even know if she has a husband. Like she's old. She's really old.
And impatient, huh?
Yeah, something like that. Like
She need to take some
nope. Yeah.
Yeah. Take some of those anxiety meds or something. I don't know the lady. Maybe I'm being too hard, but still, if she's being that toxic, yeah, you're better off just quitting that job.
Yeah, and like I'll still be professional about telling her that I'm not gonna show up next Monday because I'm working at another job next Monday. I'm gonna be doing that Monday. Huh?
You didn't give 2 weeks?
No, I didn't give it 2 weeks. I don't give two shits. And
how much were you making at this job anyway?
And maybe I should have, but it's just like I did everything so quick because they asked me, "Hey, when do you want to work?" I said Monday. I don't care. It's not like what's she gonna do? Put in a bad word for my next job? No. Like this chick is known for being a bitch in the communities, and like she doesn't even live in the same town, and she thinks she's better than everybody. But like I don't know. I never really got along with her. I can't really hold a good conversation with her, so it's just like it's just a weird. Like the energy between both of us is just very weird, and it's not
doesn't make for a good working relationship, right?
Yeah.
How much were you making at this job?
Every job I work, it's minimum wage.
Oh, so it was also
yeah, so pretty much. and I literally only work like 6.5 or 7 hours just every single week just for that job. And sometimes I only missed 2 Mondays because like I just really didn't give a shit.
Mm.
So like I know she needs me. I know I haven't been fired. I haven't let her know. Well, I've only let her know. I've only let her know once that I wasn't gonna come. The other time I didn't let her know, but like I did let her know that. Okay, the last time I didn't let her know is because I was drinking, but I didn't say it was because I drank. It was because like I felt sick. I never get sick unless it's because I drink, and it was because I like went drinking last Sunday. I was with family, just enjoying, just having a jolly good time.
Jolly good old time without the Santa Claus.
Oh yeah, freaking! I like, I think I had 4 or 5 shots of tequila, and I mixed it with like whatever, with, was it Fresca? I don't know. I forgot what kind of drink it was, but like it was like some type of soda. I don't even like soda, but there was like this mango drink that there was like mango slices in.
Hey
So I
Jennifer, would you want to talk about, Jennifer? If you want to give your thoughts.
Oh, yeah, give your thoughts. I don't mind. I know I didn't exactly give like the best details or whatever I did wasn't the most professional, but but if my boss treats me like shit, I just don't kind of like care. But
Yeah, Jennifer, it's been a while. It's good to see you on here.
and I have a lot to say on the subject. Okay, yeah, I'm all ears. Um, crap, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, about how many shots I took. I think I literally only had 1 beer, 1 or 2 beers, and then I took 1 shot that was like, so 99 bananas, right? How that's like 99 proof.
Never really heard of it. Okay, everything this kid's saying is what's wrong with our current workforce and pool of applicants. Didn't go to work, sick, drinking. Didn't get 2 weeks or commute. Why unhappy? I don't know. I guess like you said, Jennifer, the employer is not good with employees. Plus, he has another job. Apparently, he has a job somewhere else. What was the other job besides the grocery one?
Oh, like are you talking about my current 2 jobs?
Yeah.
Like my other okay. I do caregiving, and I make sure caregiving doesn't get in the way because I can do hours on the side. I can always make up hours. It doesn't matter. Grocery store, on the other hand, the current workforce is entitled and unreliable. I guess you could say that. I'm not gonna cap. But it's just you know what? She kind of treats me like I've worked at places that treat me better. It doesn't really encourage me to want to go there, and I get very few hours, so it's just like, what's the point? If I could just, this person this lady is very notorious for treating her workers like crap and doing other people dirty. So it's just like that's okay. Maybe I'm justifying it. Oh wait, I'm in New York and I manage high volume service.
Hey, that's pretty soul sorry there. That hey, why don't you? If you had a restaurant close by, I might consider working for you. I know I would put in the effort and be on time, as long as traffic didn't mess me up or anything like that.
No, I'm all about on time. If it's a job I really like, I stick with it. And the grocery job affects our guests' customers. Yeah, that's true. But I don't really care about jobs that don't give me enough hours because I need to get.
Well, I'm in Austin, Texas. So, kid, listen to me. Jennifer, you can call him Sam. That's his name. Just call him Sam.
Yeah, I'm 21.
Okay.
Listen.
Okay. If you're not getting the hours, there's a reason for it.
Oh yeah, trust me. I know the reasons.
By the way, Jennifer, I don't know if he told you, he's getting another job next week at a different place. that he's. I guess you don't mind working at the new upcoming place, right, Sam?
Yeah, no, I don't mind. I'm actually needed there. The other job, I'm not needed. Other people, like, okay, Jennifer, I'm not gonna lie. Well, that's what I'm fucking doing. I don't know what you're giving me fucking attitude through freaking typing. But anyway, I'm getting a job that actually needs me. In the first place, this job doesn't need me because these other people, they're already better at it. So I'm like not needed to begin with, except for on Monday. That's literally the only day I'm needed. Scott, if you want to help join the team, okay.
Well, you're in New York. I'm in Texas, so I don't know how I'll be able to join unless if you have some connections in Austin. That'd be one thing. So, and plus, I might be talking with somebody about a potential job, but I have to talk and see what it's going to be like for tomorrow, because apparently this job, if I do decide to take this, or at least have a potential interest in it, Jennifer, it's going to pay somewhere between $43,000 to $44,000 annually. That's pretty solid money right there for a year. That's even better than what I made at the UPS store. I mean, I didn't make much, but hey, I decided to go along with it and make the best of it. I showed that I had some good, strong work ethic, and I went from 12 to 15, even though that's not much, but it was an increase, so that's good. Worked for a corporate. I know you worked for some kind of corporate, and you owned like several restaurants or something. I know that one of them was Olive Garden, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I've really chatted with you about this, but not trying to say that. Yeah, I know that you don't know Sam that well, but he's still got some learning to do, and he's really working on himself. Just so you know.
Yeah, I'm not the baddest tool in the shed, and I've always showed up for work. I've always showed up for work. Except for the scenarios that I just explained previously.
Oh yeah, there is an Olive Garden in Austin. Okay, is that what you're talking about? Okay, if that's what you're talking about, okay, I know what you're talking about.
That's what I'm saying earlier. Besides 2 Mondays and you got drunk. No, it wasn't 2 Mondays that I got drunk.
It was just
It was one. It was one Monday.
But anyways, here's what I plan on doing for an upcoming review. I plan on just talking about this movie here. Pretty good movie right here at close range. Got Christopher Walken and Sean Penn. And then I was thinking about talking about this movie here, Bright Angel. Interesting enough, both are pretty gripping drama films right there. And the most recent review, of course, I did was this one here. I'm sure you know about it since I told you about it, Sam. The Hitcher.
Oh, when did you do that review? Like 2 days ago, 3 days ago?
No, it was like at least a week ago. COVID has, joined the club, especially with the new Delta variant. That's.
Oh yeah, that's going around. And it's been going around. It's hit people that I've known. Not that they've gotten sick, but there is a few people that I know that have gotten sick from it. So I'm just staying away from people. Never got a quarantine. Well, that's good. That's good. I haven't got quarantined.
Sorry to hear that.
That's because you work 60 hours.
Yeah, 60 hours, jeez. You should definitely making a lot of money. I'm tired and stressed.
No, yeah. No wonder why you seem very frustrated. 60 hours seems like it's you don't really got time to yourself, just only for work.
Yeah.
But hey, that's a good thing. You're getting that money. So.
By quarantine, I mean time home and unemployment. Oh yeah, because people are filing for unemployment. I only did that once briefly, and then I went to go work for UPS because I didn't want to rely on that shit. That's why I decided to really take myself seriously and kind of really work on actually getting a job that I thought would be decent, or at least something I can start myself on, because I really couldn't find anything during the pandemic. It was just not easy at all to find this shit, to find any kind of employers that would take an interest in you.
It was crazy.
Not when I'm doing the job of 15 people who should be working, but okay.
Well, as in, wait, it's killing our work. Yeah. As in good thing, I mean, as in you're much more useful than your other workers. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's stressful and not healthy.
Yeah, having to do several things at once is always going to be stressful, and it just really puts you on edge. I know that when I worked at the UPS on Lakeway, it was the busiest store in Texas, not just in Austin, but the busiest store. And it really kind of upset, even though I wasn't the manager, it really upset when people didn't show up. Or, believe it or not, my boss, I know that he was thinking of leaving. I know he stepped down, but I didn't know he was going to just up and quit. He didn't even give 2 weeks notice, not even. He just got up and just walked away. That's what he did. And that was fucking bullshit. That's seriously fucked up. His name was Luke, and I have no problems revealing his name. Luke is the one who just got up and left.
Did you get along with him, or you just didn't really care much about him?
He wasn't bad, but apparently he was actually saying some stuff about me, which I didn't even know, or talking behind my back, according to one of the coworkers. I didn't even really realize that. I didn't know he was talking smack about me, which is, if that's the case, that's really unprofessional.
Yeah. If I don't have no problem with nobody, I won't be saying crap about them.
Yeah, and apparently he wanted the people, one of us or whoever, to open a mailbox for him, but I think we were actually told not to do that for Luke, because of what the crap he pulled, and he didn't even really do a good job of managing. He didn't even for a manager, he should have known how to open a mailbox, and he kind of relied on us or whoever to pretty much do the work for him. Apparently, he wasn't the greatest at that.
So he was more of a boss than a leader.
I don't know if he was either of that. So yeah.
Because like a boss is like, bossing around, telling you what to do. Leader, they'll show you what to do by doing it, like leading by example. That's what I mean by being a boss instead of a leader.
Right. I got 4 people watching, but I don't know who's going to come in. But yeah, I was going to show you a scene from the Hitcher. Okay. Well, I'm going to get some clearly much needed. You go ahead, Jennifer. If you've worked that much, a great deal, and it's stressful, you should definitely get some sleep. You probably have to open, and that's never an easy task for anyone, especially after being stressed out and just having to really juggle so many things. It's not easy. So I hope you get some good night's sleep, Jennifer. Okay. And
yeah, if it's New York, it's 30 minutes till 2. That's pretty late. I don't like staying up that late, but hey.
Let's see. I'll show you a very creepy scene from the Hitcher. See if I can find it. All right. Hopefully I won't get taken down for copyright.
I don't know, just to be safe, do snippets, I guess, like pause.
Wasn't exactly a huge box office success, unfortunately. I have to share the clip. Okay, we're share screen. Okay.
My name's Jim Halsey.
John, Ryder. You got a smoke?
Yeah, sure.
Just looking.
Scare you? Look, I think you better get out now. The ride's over.
Yeah, he decides he doesn't want to get out.
I'm gonna sit here. You're gonna drive.
What's so funny?
That's what the other guy said.
Who's the other guy?
The guy who was driving that car back there. The guy who picked me up before you did.
Was that him in the car?
Yeah, sure it was. Because it walked very far.
Why is that?
Because I cut off his legs. And his arms. And his head. And I'm gonna do the same to you. Right. You want to know what happens to an eyeball when it gets punctured? Do you get any idea how much blood jets out of a guy's neck when his throat's been slit?
What do you want?
I want you to stop me.
You got the knife. You'll stick me with it before I can do anything.
That's right. So what have you got to lose? Say, what am I?
Say what? Two.
Die. Die.
I don't want to die! Yeah. Yeah! 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 Ah! Fuck you, buddy! Ha
What'd you think?
That was actually pretty disturbing and how do I put that?
Very
Very
gripping, unnerving.
Yeah, it was like very like suspenseful. Like you don't know what's gonna happen next. Like I never even watched the movie, so I might as well check it out. That encouraged me to check it out.
Yeah, like I said, Rutger Hauer did a really great job in that role as the Hitcher. He really showed why he's that good of an actor. And I forgot to mention this in my review, but I mentioned this in the other video, the score thoughts. I talk about briefly. He's kind of sadly missed because he passed away a couple years ago. So because he's good at playing villain roles. He was a villain in Nighthawks. He was also, I know he was a villain in Blade Runner, and he's been in so many films in the 80s. But he can play a pretty good guy as well. Like Wanted Dead or Alive, he did after this. He also was in Blind Fury. So yeah, sadly he's no longer with us. But here's the other film that I was going to do right after this was, like I said, this one here at close range. When I seen
that Penn name, like the actor,
Sean Penn.
Yeah, John Penn. For some reason, I was thinking about BJ Penn, which is like the UFC fighter or former UFC fighter.
I
think he's from Hawaii. Like I don't know a lot about UFC, but like I just know very few people, and I was like, I don't know. Whenever I seen that Penn name, I was just thinking about that fighter.
Yeah. I'm going to show another clip of that film if I can find a shorter one. Damn it, I can't seem to find a shorter clip. Okay, I guess I'll have to. Okay, so no. I guess this is the only one I can think of. I'll skip a few seconds of it. Okay, share screen. The guy that I'm pointing at right here, he's kind of a villain to a degree.
What you think of that?
That's nice.
You just got it. See, the thing is, I'm almost like, I got some big business over in
Can you hear it okay?
A little bit.
You guys can help me out. So that. Wacky. What you say? You got money?
Yeah.
His character is pretty much like a career criminal. It's from what I understood, this was actually, believe it or not, based on a true story.
Going on
They just
tonight.
changed the names up because of certain liberties.
Be by around midnight.
He's buying some weed from them, I think. So I'm going to skip a little bit more
Oh, like making a drug deal? That's what they're doing?
or less.
What? I'm not going anymore. You want to live in a dump like this, working 10 hours a day in a cannery? I thought you were like me. I thought you wanted something. Car. Nice girl sitting in your lap. Money in your pocket. You said you could go out on the side, right? You scared?
That's something else.
Something or somebody?
Terry and I are getting out of here.
Where are you gonna go? What are you gonna do when you get where you go?
Get some ideas.
How are you gonna pay? Apartment, food, clothes, all that.
We'll find something.
You find shit. All you know is how to steal. You're too fucking dumb to do that by yourself.
You think so?
I know so. You come back. Crawling back to me down to give me something.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
There you go. That was the film that I'm going to be reviewing.
I don't think I've ever watched that movie.
Now, it's a pretty old film. It's like, what, 35 years old now?
Yeah, because Christopher Walken looks a lot younger.
Mm-hmm. He's probably in his late 30s or 40s in this movie.
Late 30s, early 40s.
Yeah, somewhere around there. And he, trust me, this is not the worst you'll see of him in this movie. He plays a pretty cold-hearted, sinister bastard in a way. Because I don't want to reveal it, but when you watch my review, when I start to reveal things about his character, you'll find out how much of a nasty character he really is. And he's good at playing that. He played a villain I really liked in True Romance. I don't think you've seen that film, but he definitely made it memorable for sure.
Maybe. Shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, dang it, my thing keeps on freezing.
What keeps on freezing? Oh, shit. Lost Sam, but he shall return, I think. Hey, what's up? You there? Ah. Technical difficulties, I guess. Oh. He should be back. We'll see what happens. Oh well. We'll see what happens. Got one person in here. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay. It's showing.
Yep, that's the next one I was going to do, and I just got to master up the confidence and courage to get it, done and reviewed.
Yeah, I thought about doing movie reviews. I'm just mainly a gaming channel, and like I don't know if I'll ever do it. Maybe. Oh, hey, beautiful soul.
Wow, Alexa. It's good to see you in here. It's been a while.
What up? What up? Yeah. Thinking about movie reviews. I've been thinking about them. I might get around to it whenever I'm done with all the video games that I got. If I run out of gaming content. But yeah, other than that, I still want to do them. I'm not too shy to do them. It's just I'm really
You just really are focused on games, pretty much, right?
Yeah, pretty much all about continuity.
Well, whatever was going on between us, Alexa, I hope that we can still interact if you want to. It's really up to you, but I'm sure you've had a lot of shit happen in your life, so yeah. But if you're interested, I did a review of this, which had Rutger Hauer on here. Did a review for this, and I'll actually do a review for this movie here. And then Sam, I think I told you this, but I'm going to be doing this review here for Bright Angel. But believe it or not, Sam, you can actually watch that movie for free too.
On YouTube?
Yeah, it's actually for free. That is if it hasn't been taken down yet. Let's see. I'm going to type in Bright Angel 1991. I think that's... Or 1990. Okay, it's on there.
Oh yeah, the Mario videos. Surprisingly, I'm getting through that quicker than I did Doom. But yeah. Oh yeah, I need to try to finish the original Doom, like Doom 1 and 2.
Yeah. Have you never finished it? Wow.
No, I got close, but like I just got super frustrated and everything. So it's just like, yeah.
If I recall, Alexa, I think you're a big fan of Rutger Hauer, right? I think I could have swore she mentioned that. Now that I remember, she mentioned that.
Yeah, Hitcher looks like a good movie. I think I'm gonna check that out because it looks pretty interesting.
That's the best one. Do not bother to watch the remake. It's shit. And they did make a sequel with C. Thomas Howell, but I don't want to reveal too much about it. The sequel, from what I understood, was very, very disappointing. And there you go. You confirmed it. No worries. I understood it pretty well, Alexa. Oh, by the way, Alexa, I do have Instagram. If it's okay, I can follow. If you want, I'd like to follow you, but I'll leave it up to you if you want to follow. Right? Yep. You said it yourself. The remake is trash.
Honestly, I still might watch the remake. I'm all about watching trash movies just to see how crappy they are.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen both the Dredd movies? Like, there's Judge Dredd, which is the original, and then Dredd.
Yeah, the Carl Urban one I liked better.
You like the remake?
it's better. I mean, not that I have anything against Stallone, but he wasn't the greatest Judge Dredd, and he removed the helmet. But in the comics, Dredd never removes the helmet. That's why he stuck to. That's why he stuck. That's why he stuck to honoring the comics, because he's never once removed the helmet unless if it did so otherwise. But the one with Stallone became your typical run-of-the-mill Stallone flick, and it's got some good action sequences, and I do like Alan Silvestri's score to a certain degree, and it did get the futuristic setting looked pretty decent, but just that his acting was a little over the top, and even Armando Sante was a bit over the top as well. But I'll have to kind of rewatch it again just to get that. But I liked Carl Urban's Dredd a lot more because it was a little more truer. Sadly, that film, both of them didn't do that great.
Yeah.
Because I think mainly because Dredd, it actually didn't have a whole lot of 2D showings. They had a lot of 3D, but hardly any 2D, and that's what I think kind of contributed to its box office failure, I think, in my opinion. But that's not the reason. Apparently, they released it with some other films that didn't look like they were going to do that great. But apparently, it was not only that, but I think they didn't really do a good job of advertising it. I think that's what actually really killed it. I think. I mean, what did you think of the remake or the Stallone one?
The Stallone. I mean, like it's a bit cheesy in its own ways, and I like it. But the animation and all that stuff isn't like exactly all that great, and it's not too true to the comics with the whole keeping the helmet off. And but that's that's the only bad stuff I could really say about it, because the story wasn't too bad. I actually liked the concept that there was a twin that had identical DNA, which got him framed for a crime, which I kind of liked that part of the story. It was crazy that he was being framed and stuff, and where there's that Rob Schneider actor where there's that criminal, he's like, the law is never wrong. He's like, oh yeah, how come you're here, huh? And the law is never wrong. Something like that. But yeah. But the new Dredd, the only thing I didn't like about it is that Judge Dredd was it was as if he was trying to be another Batman, except he's just a cop. And now
a bit of a Batman voice, but it was at least true to the character.
Yeah, at least it's true to the character. He's very, very strict and very unforgiving, and only time where he's understandable is whenever that homeless man is just sitting that's sitting somewhere. He's like, hey, you better move from here. If I come back, you're going in the cube. And then he comes back. He's like, okay, you know what? You're going in the cube. And then the whole gated community goes into a lockdown, and he just gets crushed, which is kind of funny. But what I didn't like about it was the whole plot armor right before he was about to get killed by one of the other judges. But before he got killed by one of the other judges, and it was just a dumb line. But that's really all I could really. That's the only bad things I could say about the new movie.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Huh. That's funny. Beautiful Soul has a MySpace. I forgot that existed. I remember the MySpace days.
Yeah, I used to have MySpace, but I got rid of it back 2010 and went straight to Facebook.
I heard there was something called Moco Space. It was another social media platform, but it didn't really pop off.
Yeah. Got 2 people watching. I have no idea what's going on. Actually, now I got 3 people. So, Alexa, if you're still there, how are you holding up? Or if anyone else, what's going on? Junebug. Ty.
Hey, what's up, Ty?
We'll see. Go Broncos. Good for you. I don't know who the Broncos even play, but go Cowboys, but not the fucking front office.
Almost every Cowboys video I see, just go Broncos. No chips. Just go Broncos. But hey,
Alexa says I'm doing pretty good.
that's good.
I did send you a notification on Instagram, Alexa, but there's no rush on that. Let's see. 12 following.
It's crazy, man. Speaking of Instagram, like whenever I cared more about it, I had a hard time. Hey, cowboy can't be a cowboy without his Bronco. No, you have a very strong point there, Ty. I won't argue with that.
I forgot. Yeah, call me Bronco.
And fuck, what was I saying before that?
Great. Now I forgot.
Yeah, I forgot, dude. I got short-term memory. Freaking.
It was something involving cowboy can't be a cowboy without his Bronco. You were talking about that. So yeah,
it was
something about Instagram. That's what I remember now. Something about Instagram.
Oh yeah, Instagram. Like I used to care about trying to get as many followers as I can, but and I had a very hard time getting all the followers I could. But now when I least care about it, it's just all of a sudden now I'm getting more followers. Just like, and I still don't care about it. It's just like wow, like out of all times, it's like an opposite effect. Yeah, I was talking about Instagram. Bad memory.
No worries, Alexa. I reminded him. It came back to me. But thanks for pointing that out.
Heck. You guys can email me once I'm good. Oh yeah, Ty is not blocked from StreamYards no more, so he's able to join.
May I please have a link? You guys can email me. I can send you the link. Were you going to join in, Ty? So I got 4 people watching, which is interesting. I didn't know if anyone's going to be up here. I'm surprised that Mosh hasn't decided to join in, unless maybe he's got his own thing going. I don't know.
I think he was like on a road trip or something, and maybe he's like not having the best service. That's what I'm assuming.
Probably so. Hold on, let me find Ty's email. Ty Nyberg, 98. Okay.
Oh yeah, Alexa, I finally have a car. Finally.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. She said, "Cool, Sam."
I just never really posted on social media. I'm just very private about my life as of late.
Yeah, that's certainly understandable. Some people can use that against you, unfortunately.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't even like posting too much fitness stuff. I just don't want to be like absorbed by social media. And like I don't even let YouTube do that to me no more. I make sure I enjoy the process. Hey, what's up, Ty?
What's going on, Ty?
Let's see. What the ceiling? Smoke alarm?
Or was it? If Rosetta was here, she'll say "dicks and airplanes" or something like that.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what rhetoric to that was, but that sounds pretty funny. Sounds like something random.
Yep.
There's also they call it popcorn. You know, the fuzzy stuff on on some ceilings. We know what I'm talking about.
Are you talking about moss? I'm lost.
I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah, and thanks, beautiful soul. Yeah, I've throughout the 2 years has been really different.
That stuff.
You talking about mold?
No, the popcorn, the fuzzy stuff on the ceiling.
I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know construction that much.
Oh, they call it popcorn.
Huh. I have a lot of popcorn.
Don't eat it.
Well, I got the real popcorn. Like I got like bagged up popcorn that's like in a huge bag, and then I got the normal popcorn that you throw in the microwave that has like the paper bag.
Yeah. Oh, and if a certain somebody shows up, we're not gonna mention his name here, but if he does show up, I'm just gonna probably politely leave this stream. So.
Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Scotty knows. So.
What are you talking about? Sorry, I was.
If somebody happens to join, I'm just gonna politely kind of leave unannounced. So we're not gonna mention any names, but we know who I'm talking about. So.
Okay.
No, we get you, man. We get you. I respect that.
Did you say you were going to be leaving YouTube or something?
Me?
Okay, maybe I misheard it. So I just got back from the bathroom, so you have to excuse me.
No. If a certain somebody shows up into the stream, I'm just gonna politely leave. So. But I don't really want to mention names just in case he does happen to show up.
Okay. I understand. I love the bulk popcorn that you make in a pan, or yeah. I think I've seen those before, but it's been a long time.
I never really bought bulk popcorn. Maybe that's something you get at Costco. I don't know. I haven't been to Walmart in a very long time either, because I live in a small town.
I would like over Redenbacher. Or Pop Secret.
And beautiful soul, I've just made you blue. Gleaming with blue.
I'm on you, charger.
How much power do you have to your phone, Ty?
I have plenty of power, but my phone's just being really stupid. My charger. So.
Is it a newer phone or like the older one? Kind of old.
It's an iPhone 11.
Okay, that's not old. That ain't old at all.
No, I think the charger's older. So it's being my charger's just being a jackass, you know.
Oh, it's charging super slow, especially since you're on the stream.
No, it's plugged in, but then the lightning bolt goes away, and says it's not charging. So I think it's the charger.
Yeah, either.
So basically, I just have to hold it. I just have to hold the charger in this certain position, so it's charging off. So.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah,
I think you just got a crappy charger.
Yeah.
Probably. My charger. This is kind of a bad charger. My one charger died.
Like even if it's a charger that's not too well, if it's in good condition, you won't have a hard time it charging. You don't have to put it in different positions or have a hard keep on shoving it in or keep it in a certain position. Like you just plug it in and it'll charge not too fast. So I think it's just in bad condition.
Yeah, well, my one good charger, like I said, it died today, and it was the stupid cat's fault.
Oh, boot it up.
No, it decided, ooh, charger, I'm going to play with this. And then it dunked it into its water bowl.
Into the what?
it's the cat's water bowl.
Oh, okay.
And then like here I am trying to dry it off, get the hair dryer and everything, dry it off, and then no, it decided to crap out. But I did everything I could to save that charger. I was kind of
That's a bummer.
I was kind of pissed.
There's always some issue with charges. I don't know why that is, but it's either there's a short, like Alexa said, or maybe it's possibly there's something within the connections just not connecting right, or like you said, if your cat may have messed with it, it could have messed with the wiring for all we know. So,
well, like I said, my cat just decided I'm gonna dunk this into water. It's my water bowl. Like, no, you cat, don't do that. I love Gravy, but sometimes he can be a real pain.
No, I understand that. Like even I remember I got a whole new charger. It was an original charger to my previous phone, which was Alcatel 7, and my roommate's dog literally just bites it off in one bite, and I was like, wait, what the heck happened to my charger? And then I see the dog with the guilty look on it. Guilty. Like, oh my god. So I had to use the chargers that weren't so good. I could have bought another charger that. What happened?
Was this Tugs?
Yeah, Chubbs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you. I know he wasn't your dog, but I know you were quite fond of him, Sam.
Yeah. I still go see my former roommates. That guy's like still like I'm pretty I consider him like a brother to me. So yeah.
I think Sam needs to get a cat at his apartment.
I would, but my landlords were charging me more for pets, so it's just like I'm kind of better off without pets, especially with the money I was making. And I finally got a new job. I'm gonna start working at Monday. It's just I don't know. I'm a very frivolous person, so if anything costs me more money, I'm just like no.
See if the landlord will allow this. Sometimes apartment complexes, they can't legally charge you if you say like you got a cat and it's an emotional support animal. Like just say I'm getting really stressed out and I think that cats are supposed to help out with stress or something. So call it a support animal, and technically she can't charge you then.
Yeah, true. And I think it has to be a certified emotional support animal. But
Not necessarily.
I don't know. Oh, really? Huh.
Elite, check your state laws though. At least in Kansas, I don't know what it is, Arizona or New Mexico.
Yeah, New Mexico.
In that region, I don't know what it is there, but at least in Kansas, you can basically just claim it as an emotional support animal. So, check your state laws, and if you really want to get a cat, just if it's like that in New Mexico, just say, yeah, it's an emotional support animal. I've just been really stressed out lately. I'd even use the pandemic as an excuse. I've been stressed out because of the pandemic.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Being alone in my house kind of creeps me out sometimes, especially when I got bad anxiety on some days. Not most of my days, but like very few of those days. So yeah, I'm not.
You could probably use that too. I need an emotional support animal because of my anxiety. So
you can get certificates for pets. Huh? Interesting. Yeah.
Well, on the let's see, on September 14th, Sam knows who he is. Scotty, I haven't seen you much on his streams. Trenchy?
I don't know if I'm subbed to him or not.
The soulless trench coat.
I know who you talk about, but I don't think I'm subbed to him, unfortunately. So
yeah, we're gonna do this thing where people they challenge us to see how many pickles we can eat.
yeah, You're in a pickle and you can drive for a nickel. Here in New
Do they
York.
have,
Pickles.
do they have that commercial where you're at?
Well, I was referring to what's this dude's name? His name is Scott Adler. He was apparently he was the dealer for the people. If you're in a pickle, you can drive for a nickel, and he actually dressed up as a freaking pickle. Believe it or not, I'll have to see if I
No,
can
no, I
find.
know what you're talking about.
What's up?
I know what you're talking about. They have that advertisement here in Kansas.
Really?
Yes. And it gets so annoying. It's like one of those commercials. Like there was one time, like literally, it was on. We were listening in the car on the radio, and because that's the only time we would hear the commercial.
Yeah, he called it the nickel pickle cell.
And then he actually, the funny thing about it was, he controlled like 3 of the radio stations, like all the good radio stations. And there was one time we turned, and then three times in a row his ad played. There is
Interesting.
so I just I despise that guy because his commercials are so annoying.
Yeah, he has that kind of voice that annoys you and stuff. Is that him?
Hey.
Let me see.
Hey, so,
Pickle! My doctor told me to calm down before my heart.
No, that's not it. He has a different voice. That's not him.
hey,
It's
so
different.
Ty,
Yeah.
have you come across that video on YouTube where there's that banned German commercial about pickles, and it shows a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle in like some men's locker room, some spa or something?
No.
No?
Sam, this is an actual like pickle that you eat, or not like the pickle that I'm thinking of in the locker room, right?
No. It was literally a banned German commercial for pickles, and there's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. And it's a banned commercial in Germany.
I'll have to look at. Did you see the? Have you seen the banned Skittles commercial?
I have not.
This nerdy guy, he's, I get him and his girl just got newlywed, and he's sitting there, consummating the marriage, and he jizzes out Skittles.
I've probably seen it. I probably did. I'm not sure.
It was a banned Super Bowl commercial, and when I saw it, I'm like, man, I actually remember seeing that back in the day. Yeah, I'm sitting there. What the?
The last Super Bowl commercials weren't all that great, huh?
No, they weren't. Well, the last Super Bowl was so rigged. I mean, towards Mr. I can't lose Tom Brady, because Tom Brady sucks.
Yeah, in fact, we picked him off twice, but it obviously wasn't enough.
I mean, hey, say what you want about Patrick Mahomes, but I did hear what he whispered to Tom Brady though, when the game was it ain't over yet, buddy.
It ain't over. Okay.
It's all rigged. It's all a shit show, if you ask me.
Okay, that's not. Sorry, I was trying to find the Scott Adler ad, but I cannot find it unless. Gosh, why can't I find that damn ad?
So I don't.
It was ridiculous, but it was funny.
I don't know. That was. I don't know. I mean, that whole thing about, the Super Bowl. When I saw that, I was getting so angry at the TV.
Lexi
because
said she saw the one with Skittles, the Skittles commercial.
Yeah. I was getting so angry at the TV, and plus, then they had that awful halftime show. With who was it? It was somebody I never heard of.
Were we talking about the person that was in the ad? Is that who you're referring to?
No, who did the halftime show last year?
in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't know. I probably didn't watch. I didn't really pay much attention. So yeah, I didn't give a shit, honestly.
No, it was some guy I never heard of, and it's just not my style of music. Like the only thing I know, I think the
For
guy.
all I know, it could be Ed Sheeran or whatever the fuck they are. I don't really know.
The only thing I know, I know like the guy is apparently dating Selena Gomez now.
Who's dating her now?
The guy who did the halftime show last year.
I don't know. I don't remember much of the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I mean, so yeah. That game was so rigged last year that I remember just getting angry at the TV and then kind of instead of being the guy who sits there yells at the TV and have blood pressure boil, I just said let's just turn it, and then we watched some Adam Sandler movies. So because I just don't like being that type of guy that starts yelling at the TV just because the sports team doesn't go a certain game doesn't go my way.
Yeah, that's why I'm not too dedicated to watching football anymore. 'Cause I get too disappointed. I'm not a very angry person like I used to. Like I've really, I don't know. I feel like I've mastered my emotions, but I know it's different for other people.
I got a really bad temper, but once I had to pay for a TV that I broke with my temper, I kind of did not have a temper anymore.
Yeah. Speaking of a temper, I actually sold something on eBay, and I sold a hubcap. I was actually able to just sell one. And normally, when you sell something on eBay and you print the label out, they'll definitely charge you for the label. But strangely enough, they didn't charge me right then and there. And then when I sold one of my Blu-rays, I sold Lord of Illusions. I sold it for like around almost $80, and I was thinking I was going to get 61 and change because without the fees taken out. But then apparently, eBay did this. eBay took another 14 and change out, and it was something to do with that hubcap label that I printed. And I was like, why the fuck did they do that shit? Why couldn't they just take the fucking label out when I sold the whole cap or printed out the label? That really pissed me off. So I lost even more money on the damn thing, and I'm not happy about that at all.
Yeah, I would honestly, I would be a little upset because if it's anything money related that where I lose more money, or if it's super inconvenient, just like something comes up, I do get pissed. That I can understand.
I think seems like Craigslist is better.
Yeah, I might try to see if I can sell. I'm going to try to sell a couple of Blu-rays because apparently Kino Lorber's going to re-release those films. It was Without Warning and the 1978 remake Invasion of the Body Snatchers. So yeah.
Yeah, I sold some pool cues on Craigslist for $60. Three of them for 20. That's what I figured. Also,
like a set of 3 for 60.
Mm-hmm. I sold them as a set. They weren't really a set, but I said that was kind of the deal. I figured $20 for 3 pool cues, so 60. That makes sense.
Oh, yeah, that's what you could do on Craigslist, huh? Just like put a bunch of items together and sell it as a deal.
Yeah, and do you guys know anything about paintball?
What about paintball?
Yeah, no, I found because lately a friend of mine, we've just been like trying to we found some junk that people threw away, and that's what I've been doing to make some extra cash lately. And then I sell it on Craigslist. But we found an entire paintball set that somebody threw out. I know nothing about paintball, so.
So pretty much you find other people's trash, but you sell it to other people that could use it.
Yeah, I'm like Robin Hood.
You said you're making a profit off of it?
I've only sold pool cues.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. Side money.
Yeah, they don't call them the cardiac kids for nothing, right, Alexa?
That's what I figure too. especially when you have an expensive girlfriend, it makes a lot of extra money too. So.
I'm glad I have no girlfriend, and even if I do get one, I make sure she doesn't cost too much. But I mean, hey, everyone lives their life different. Because I know some people that they just live that way. I got nothing against it.
Well, lately she's been a lot better. If it's her turn to pay, let's put it this way, if it's her turn to pay, then she can be expensive. But if it's my turn, she's going to be a little cheap. So, because we do take turns, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as if I do get this job, that if I express interest in this one job, it at least will pay me in the 43 to 44,000 range annually, which seems like a pretty decent pay because I didn't get the environmental field inspector job that I was hoping to get. I mean, I was getting close, but didn't quite get there. But you gotta make the best of it. I still kept going and kept applying. There is the possibility I might try to get involved in the oil and gas industry, but that's not always going to be guaranteed. To be fair, so
I mean,
what were you saying, Ty?
I could probably find something better right now, but I would like to stick with being self-employed for now, because let's put it this way: stuff that I'd rather talk privately about, I guess.
No, I completely understand, man. And self-employed, you're your own boss. You don't have to worry about when a paycheck comes. You don't have to argue with certain people. If you don't feel like dealing with someone, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the
Well,
people
half
who,
the time.
well, sometimes you do. Sometimes you do because people call you back. But the great thing is if they're or you could put them on the don't answer list. Believe me,
Has self-employment been doing all right lately? Like during this whole COVID BS.
hit and miss.
Yeah. I know my dad eventually sold his business because he had plans of getting rid of it, and it was time for him to get away from the business to a lesser degree. I know that it can be a mixed bag. You have to factor in a lot of tax related, I wouldn't say issues, but tax related stuff that could make or break you. You have to really follow through on like certain forms, like 937s or something like that. I don't remember specifically. I know my dad had to deal with stuff like that. So,
well, you see,
Or like 10.
I've been lucky in the fact with those because I still live at home. So like usually people just pay me in cash, and like usually like I haven't made enough to take out on taxes. So like the only thing I had to file was basically a basic form so I can at least get my stimulus checks.
I forgot what they're called, like 1099s or something. When you make under the table pay legit. I forgot what they're called, but I know it involves tax.
Well, with some of those, if it's a lot of people who run their own business do not pay those. They just pay the basic forms. There's a lot of people that don't deal with those type of those taxes, and because cash is not really traceable. So it's one of those things that they just don't really. A lot of people who run their own business do not do that type of taxes. So
yeah, at least when you're self-employed, you're definitely your own boss. It's always a great.
Well, that's what I like about it. I can, like right now, I'm helping. I mean, basically, it's mainly landscaping I do, but like there's a lot of other things I do as well. Like, sometime this week I'm helping new neighbors move. And then I told them now I legally have to tell you this, just in case something happens. I can't be held responsible if I accidentally break your $1 billion vase. Is what I told them. So, I just have to legally tell people that because I can't. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. These new neighbors, and then and then they asked if I could get. And so, but then they asked also if I could get rid of their raccoon that they have living in their new house.
So, like, not only do you do your self-employed, but you do a bunch of other side jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been there whenever I didn't have any legit jobs. I had to rely on side jobs. It's a small town, so it's just like there's not a lot of money where I'm at, and side jobs will only last only so long. It's a bit shaky.
Yeah.
It's a bit iffy on how long it lasts. In the city, it's way different.
Well, this is a small town too, but this is kind of has that old American feel. Everybody's willing to help each other. So,
Yeah.
I mean, so obviously, in every town, you're going to get some creeps. There's this one lady I was doing tree work for, and she's very good looking, and it was kind of funny, but just it kind of pissed you off in a way too. Some guy was trying to, she couldn't afford the bill just because she's a single mom and she's a teacher, and the guy was let's put it this way, the guy was just being a real creepo towards her when she said, well, I can take a few off the bill if you do this. She was proceeding to tell me this. I said, what a jerk,
Yeah, he was hoping to get a trade-in favor, huh?
Yeah. I said, I just joked with her. She knew I was joking. I said, well, you tell me who that guy is so I could give him a good sandwich.
Yeah, some men just don't have shame. Some men are pigs, so it's just
Some men can help themselves. They don't think too much in the brain and think with their Johnson.
other head.
Yeah, their head Johnson. Yeah.
I mean, hey, I think with my Johnson too, but when it comes to being professional, I'm going to be professional.
Yeah. I don't think playing hide the salami is going to be a good idea. So, or revealing your salami, I should say.
I mean, hey, sometimes it happens. Especially sometimes it happens when you're doing landscaping work and you see the pretty girl running. You get a little excited, but that on those days when you're working outside, don't wear the sweatpants.
She said, "Don't wear sweatpants." Okay.
Don't wear sweatpants if you're doing landscaping work, because you're in this town. It's a college town, so you're going to see the college girls running, and you're going to get a little excited. So.
Well, if I'm being quite honest, there's whenever I'm working at the grocery store, there's a bunch of healthy goods and all that stuff, So of course there's the women that are in shape that are shopping and they look beautiful, so it's just okay, just turn the other way, just I'm just gonna work on stocking on my own goods, stocking the goods in the store.
Yeah.
Not stocking.
Especially when I'm sorry, Lex, that we're talking about this stuff here, but
I mean, hey, it's real life.
Yeah, I mean, but hey, when women wear those yoga pants, oof.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that scenery before, for sure.
I mean,
you can't help but look, but you gotta take your mind off the gutter, or mind out of the gutter.
At that point, just think of Roseanne Barr naked, or like Hillary Clinton naked or something. Just think of the grossest thing possible naked. You know?
What were you talking about? Hello?
I said if you have that problem, just think of Roseanne Barr naked or Hillary Clinton naked. You know?
Okay, I don't know why I had to put that image in my head. I definitely don't want to think about that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you really want to get rid of an erection really quick,
that's the exact that's the exact thoughts that's gonna help you from thinking about other women.
So okay.
Helping.
I see. Just think of those, and you're thinking, oh, hell no, there's no attraction there.
No.
Ty, I do have one question. You've seen the original Hitcher, right?
Mm-hmm.
You like it, right? Or you enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
It's definitely the best one of the bunch, right?
I mean, yeah, it's a better movie. I'm one of those that like I think the remake is like not the best in the world, but I actually like Sean Bean as an actor, like really like him as an actor. So
I know Alexa will disagree with you. She definitely said she mentioned that the remake was trash, which is understandable.
I can say it's Sean Bean as an actor, so I can kind of forgive it a little bit. So,
did you see the actual second one with C. Thomas Howell? And Carrie Ruhr was in that one, and believe it or not, Jake Busey's son was apparently the new Hitcher, I guess.
Yes, I did see that one. Let's put it this way, Scotty. Did you see my review of Space Jam 2? That's what I think of it.
Well, at least the second one had C. Thomas Howell.
Yeah.
But I do know this. I know that Jake Busey cannot compare with Rutger Hauer. That's for sure. I'm sorry. I do like Sean Bean. He is a good actor. I know Alexa.
Yeah, I know. Rambo Rap doesn't like him, but well, I can say I'll say this to Matt's face. Have your opinion about Sean the Beanie Baby, as he calls him. But factually, your opinion is wrong because Sean Bean is a classically trained stage actor.
Yeah, that's why he can actually give some solid performances. He's not. I mean, come on. Let's not forget he was in the first Lord of the Rings film. So that shows you that he has some good acting ability. And of course, let's not forget him in Game of Thrones. And I remember not minding him in the Silent Hill, at least the original one, the 2006 one.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good actor. I enjoy Sean Bean a lot. So, man, though, I can't. The funny thing is I'm actually watching Lord of the Rings right now. So,
oh wow, I definitely called that one.
Yeah, well, me and Trent are actually going to do it. Though we're going to do a 20th anniversary stream for the Lord of the Rings. We're going to be watching all 6 movies, the extended editions. So that's going to be a fun stream.
Wasn't there one actor that seemed like he, the guy that played Doom in the Fantastic Four reboot? I mean, he seems like he has some good potential, but the roles he's been choosing, they haven't, and the films he's been in, they've been flops. It was Toby something. I think Toby Kibble, I think is the guy's name.
Yeah.
Master Doom.
Yeah. Like, did you ever like the remake of Ben-Hur, Ty, or not really, or didn't really, or haven't seen it yet?
I saw it because, like, I'm not going to be one of those film snobs who says I'm not going to see it because, Ben-Hur, the remaking Ben-Hur, because Ben-Hur itself is a remake. So. But it was just it lacked. If you're gonna, the thing is, if you're gonna remake Ben Hur, you know, don't remake Ben Hur, the 1959 movie. Maybe go back to the book. If that makes like it was just if I wanted to see it, I would rather watch Ben Hur from 1959. Like, yes, I know it's almost 3 hours long, but the story, it felt more impactful, I guess. Because I mean, I like some of the actors, but they're no Charlton Heston, they're no Stephen Boyd, they're no, and not that I'm ever trying to compare them, but like they just don't have that acting ability. If we know what I'm getting at, so because I think if you're going to remake Ben Hur, you gotta have one of those actors that have like that stage presence. And the only actor who I think actually has that stage presence. Nowadays, he's kind of gotten into some controversy, but I more blame that on his lifestyle choices and not his. I don't think his mental health was quite right there. And because I actually like the actor.
Which actor are you talking about?
Armie Hammer.
Oh yeah, he's been enrolled in some controversy.
Yes. Now I don't think that like when he was said that stuff. Okay, first of all, we all say fucked up stuff. Let's just face it. We've all said some stuff like we've all said stuff that on social media that could be taken out of context.
Yeah, I definitely know that. What's his face?
Arnold.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed. He said screw your freedom, and that what's that guy? The director. He recently directed the new Suicide Squad film. James, was it James? What's his fucking face now?
James Gunn.
James Gunn. That's James Gunn. Yeah, he made some like what was it? Pedophilia. He did some pedophilia related tweets or something like that. I don't remember.
If they were meant to be jokes and they were meant to be jokes,
or pedophilia type of jokes, which.
Okay, yeah, pedophilia jokes. That takes a very talented comedian to pull those off. Like, I don't even know if George Carlin or Richard Pryor could pull off some of those jokes, and make them funny. Now, like, I cringe. If you mean it to be cringy and meant it to be a joke, then okay. Ugh, dude, don't make those jokes, but okay, it's a joke.
You need to have some originality to it, not try to dabble into something controversial and try to make it out, make it funnier, or twist it in your own way to where you think it's funny, but it really isn't. It's just really vile, sick, and disgusting. There's no humor behind that.
But all I gotta say is Hollywood is corrupt, and there's a lot of that involved in those rings. Actors are how do I say it?
Imperfect. I'm going to say that.
They're the violators and they're also the victims, and it's just a vicious cycle.
I will say this though about like Armie Hammer. I don't blame like the stuff that he said. Like if he because I know that Armie Hammer has struggled for years with a drinking problem. And, coming from somebody when he's drunk who does not have a censor at all, and also who doesn't really have much of a censor to begin with. But since alcohol clouds your judgment, I think that a lot of the stuff that Armie Hammer said, he was probably under the influence. And we all know that when you drink, it clouds your judgment. So
That's why I stay away from alcohol as of late. You know,
Yeah, I
like
don't.
it reduces your testosterone, it reduces my strength and everything. So it's just like I just stay away from it.
Definitely leads to significant weight gain too. That's why I hardly drink a lot, even though I probably should really start to cut down on soda. So
Yeah, that's actually what I was about to mention was like what sugar and alcohol does raises your estrogen, which estrogen makes you produce a lot more fat.
I have tried to. I've recently tried to cut back on my drinking. Like I never was an alcoholic, but I've recently tried to cut back a little bit. I don't know if I'll get to the point where I'm going to quit drinking completely. But I thought about it for me and Melissa are blessed with children, so now like I don't think I could never see myself quitting like soda, so because I've tried before and it just didn't work out that well. So
Like whenever I say I'm like cutting back, I think I'm just gonna stick with wine. Like I don't even care about taking shots or drinking beer no more. Unless someone hands me a craft beer, that's different. I like bitter craft beers. But still I don't want to drink them too often. And
more special occasions, like for weddings, family parties, holidays, stuff like that, Or maybe if I'm just hanging out with my grandpa, having a beer with my grandpa, so.
agreed.
but to like full disclaimer about the whole estrogen and testosterone debates and whatever and whatnot. Don't view estrogen as a complete bad thing because like there's actually a need of estrogen in every human body. It's just there needs to be medium levels, not way too low levels.
Not like
that's
overconsumption, right? Or overabundance, more or less, right?
Yeah, like deficiency or surplus of estrogen is bad. You need to find a medium. Cause like okay, say if I'm like way too skinny, my fat levels are way too low. That'll actually affect my testosterone levels too in a bad way. So it's just like you need some estrogen, not so much.
I just say take the blue pill.
Are you talking about like the V pill?
The Viagra pill.
Yeah.
Yes, because then I'm sorry if I have that pill and I get a little excited for more than 4 hours. Fuck my doctor. I'm taking selfies. Hour number 1, hour number 2, hour number 3, hour number 4. I'm sending them all to Melissa because at that I'm sorry if I die and I go to heaven and I'm making love to the woman that I love. If I die that way, I can go to heaven with a smile on my face. I died the way.
Yes, go out with a bang.
Exactly.
Just have that nice little spank your monkey happy time, right?
Literally, go out with a bang.
Yeah, go out with a bang.
Literally. That's a good one.
I'm just like, that's how I would feel. Like it's like how did you die? I had stage 4 cancer. How did you die? I fucked my woman, and then I died. I think even some of the angels in heaven would be like, high five, man.
Yeah, just make sure it's you're in the freezer trapped with Cindy, and she just is just never lets go, and you just explode with happiness. As Alexa would say.
Oh god. I can't have much comments on that except for just be careful, Ty. Alright, I'm praying that you take care of yourself when it comes to that type of stuff, because when it comes to any substance, and I mean any substance that I do, I make sure I take it to the minimum. But I mean, hey, your life, man. I'm not gonna tell you what to do.
Hey, I don't even like. I know a lot of people are into that muscle powder stuff before they work out. I'm not even like okay with that stuff. So
You're talking about like creatine or
yeah,
protein
the
shakes?
muscle powder stuff. I don't know what it is. Like you put it in, like you can put it in milk and stuff. Like
Oh yeah, protein shakes. Yeah.
I don't even know how I feel about those. So like I know those are good, but
Do you know if any
like,
good ones, Sam? Any recommendations?
Honestly, I'm still doing my research, but from newfound information that I found out is, even if you buy expensive tubs of protein powder, they're probably still gypping you because like it has to do with like the nitrogen levels that they could legally put more grams of protein on, like, as they can advertise that legally without getting in trouble. They just know how to do that very cheaply, so they can like make more money off of you. So it's just like for now I stick with cheap protein powder, and like when you're getting scammed out of your protein powder, it's just you're not having as much useful protein as the container advertises. So it's just I'm still trying to do my research. I do it when I can or whenever I get around to it. And this is what I just found out like 2 days ago. It's like, oh, you're getting scammed out, like how many grams of protein you're actually consuming. So it's like, oh crap. But good thing I stick with cheap stuff, because like it's just, if I spent too much money on the expensive stuff, I'll be wasting too much money.
I've actually lost a lot of weight in recent years. I've started walking a lot more. Besides like doing workouts, with tree work and everything. So, and landscaping work, I've actually lost a lot of weight because I've like usually what I'll do is I'll take a walk, like at least 2 miles, and then what I'll do is like usually have like make myself like sort of like a sandwich or something.
That's pretty good, man. As long as you're like making progress and all, because I know friends that have the same goal as you. Like my health and fitness goals are different. I'm trying to gain weight. Other people are trying to lose weight. So it's just like people have different body types and genes and everything. So it's like I eat a lot and I have a hard time gaining weight because like I'm skinny. I'm so like I'm just a very light person, and I went from
lightweight, right?
Yeah, I'm very very lightweight. I went from 110 pounds to 117, so I'm actually pretty proud of that progress.
Hey, you're setting on your goals and you're getting it done. It's little by little, but you're getting there.
You see, I'm not even trying to lose weight. I'm just trying to maintain, because I mean let's face it, despite what these modern scientists want to say, modern health experts want to say, a lot of your weight is genetics too. A lot of it is. And like my family, a lot of us were just a lot of the guys are just naturally big guys. Because we're from Sweden, and if you look at a lot of Swedes, they're just naturally some of those guys are just naturally big dudes. But I will say this, for a big guy, I could carry a full-size couch by myself with no struggle. So like, yeah, I may look fat, but I'm also pretty muscular too. But I've noticed that like I'm a little too fat, if that makes sense. where like sometimes I struggle to carry some stuff that I shouldn't struggle to carry. So
Like my personal recommendation is probably just wait, do you work out on legs at all, or you just work and walk? Like that's about it.
the only thing I do with like legs as far as like maybe, you know, hoisting like a big log and carrying it, you know, obviously starting it with my knees, not with my back. So that's only like leg work I do, and walking.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's pretty good because
dolly work too. So
because like reason why I work legs is because it literally spikes testosterone. I'm trying to have more testosterone in my body so I can gain more muscle, so I can gain more weight. Like, and it's very hard weight to gain, but like the reason why I bring legs up is because it spikes more testosterone, and whenever you got more testosterone, you're burning more fat. That's literally the only reason why I do legs, and I'm kind of new to it, to being consistent with it.
well, yeah. So, but I'm actually kind of very proud of that. Like a lot of people have noticed that I've lost a lot of weight, but and I've kind of I used to be like very like I used to be one of those guys that could just eat and 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 then like never feel full. But now as I've gotten older, like I can't eat as much as I used to.
Whenever I was like much younger, I was able to do that, but like now I have an appetite issue, so it's just like I actually have to work out to get an appetite. That's why I do it, so I won't be all skinny and weak.
Yeah, well, with me, like, I was that kid in high school that everybody, like, I could. Do you guys remember in school they had those tritators?
The
You
what?
guys know what I'm talking about? They're called tritators.
Are you talking about like the taters that are like triangles or something?
Yeah, you guys remember those in school?
Yeah.
Like, I could literally eat like. I could like literally just like like people would sit there and get me to eat like 4 of those at once, and I could easily do that with no trouble at all. But now, and like then like sometimes we would go to Sonic afterwards, and like I'd be the guy who would eat 2 double bacon cheeseburger meals, and then still feel full, still not feel full after that.
Wow.
But now,
Dang.
now if I
Man.
order bacon cheeseburger meal, I actually struggle to eat. I can't even finish my fries sometimes.
Huh.
Yeah. Normally, if I'm gonna eat, burgers, I usually save that towards the end of the month. I try my best to eat. Now, I'm trying my best to at least eat, some certain foods. Like you can still have your salad, but I at least try to have, let's say, a bagel with either cream cheese or either with some hummus, which can be good. And sometimes I'll have some soup. And sometimes I'll throw my own little mix into it. I'll throw some canned chicken, but at least it's only like minimally processed. There's not a whole lot of stuff. If you get like other different cans of chicken, there's like a whole lot of preservatives and ingredients that really are not necessary for it. So sometimes I'll do that. Hell, I'll throw some spinach in there and that good stuff. And sometimes I'll actually have some canned chicken with some rice or a particular vegetable. Like sometimes I actually like if anyone's had canned asparagus, it's actually pretty decent because it has certain prebiotics and stuff like that. And
Every
I
time
like how Alexa pointed out the thing about leg work exercises. It definitely helps with your core strength. It really is, especially if you only work on your upper body strength, and if you really don't do much with your lower body strength, it seems like you will be off balance, and you just you don't exactly feel right. That's why it's always good to work out your legs. I know that whenever I was doing some workouts, I actually hired a personal trainer at one point. I did a lot of squats and these other leg exercises, like you kick back, and sometimes I would do these incline push-ups, you name it. I was doing stuff like that. It definitely really worked on my core, and I ended up having to go back and doing pull-ups, and I haven't done pull-ups in a while, and I definitely need to get back into that because at one point I used to at least do 10 of them some time ago, but even doing like 2 or 4 was a struggle. And you do like a number of sets for these particular exercises.
Yeah. Every time somebody says hummus now, I always think of there's this one game. It's not that well known. But I play it with my cousins. It's called Super Fight. So you have 3 sets of black cards that are character cards, and then 3 sets of white cards that are ability cards. So you have to decide if you have to pick one of the character cards, and then 2 ability cards, and then you draw a random ability card from the deck. And then the next person does the same thing, but then you have to decide as a group who would win in this fight based on the character and the ability. Now, the reason I mentioned this is because every time somebody says hummus now, I always think of this. So I picked, my character was Hitler in a mech. But then the random card was everything he touches turns to hummus. So every time I think about that, the joke is I always think of hummus Hitler.
So it's going to turn to some rotten chickpeas. Good to know.
But speaking about legs, I know it's way off topic. My bad. Speaking about legs, I remember I was mainly working on upper body and just sticking with that, and I would rarely work on legs with a few deadlifts, once a week or once every other week. I did not feel healthy. Now that I'm trying to be more consistent with legs, I've been feeling a lot more better. But I need to get back on the bike. I've been a little lazy ever since I've been having a car. Even though I had my car, I was driving the bike, and I got comfortable with driving my car around. So it's like, oh crap, I need to do something about that.
What type of car did you get?
It's a Nissan Altima 2000.
Ah.
And their parts aren't expensive, and their parts are somewhat durable, so they're kind of good. I was trying to get I did some workout videos probably 1 month ago, but I've been trying to be consistent about doing it as of late. I just haven't done recordings because I look funny. I said a few dumb things, so it's just I don't know. It has to be perfect. I'm a perfectionist when it comes to my workout videos. But yeah, I have been thinking about uploading those. I want to do my leg workout videos.
How close are you to 1,000, Sam?
I'm at 731.
You think you might apply for monetization or no?
That's what I'm trying to shoot for. It's just I only have so much time, and with the hours I've been getting, I have been working on my channel, and then whenever I'm stressed out, I just don't do it. So it's just yeah. But I've been doing a lot of uploads on the Mario 64. I'm pretty. You showed up for one of my premieres, but I'm trying to beat the game.
Are you excited for the new Zelda?
Honestly, not really. because it's just I feel like they don't make Zelda games good anymore. They make Link way too OP, and like Zelda, Legend of Zelda isn't what it used to be.
I haven't really like gotten seriously into Zelda since Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess I actually like, and I never played it, but I remember when it first came out. I seen one of my brother's friends play it on the Wii, and then I later discovered that it was also on GameCube. I plan on getting. I'm being very frivolous. How I've been lately.
Like I said, I just haven't gotten really into Zelda since Twilight Princess. Like Skyward Sword, I just was like, so it looks so. It's just a prequel, you know.
I don't really like the Hyrule Heroes, if I'm being honest.
And then I don't like. And then I did not like. I didn't like Breath of the Wild. So.
I don't like the cartoony looking ones where it's like younger Link. It's just like, I don't really care for it.
Mm-hmm. I did hear though that Nintendo is looking at the success of Sonic, and they might be giving the rights away again to make movies based on their games. Which I'd be like, okay, cool. I want to see a Legend of Zelda movie.
Yeah, if that's even possible.
Based on, but come on, Sam, they gotta do it. They gotta base it on Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, they really do, and I think, like, okay, the movie industry and the video game industry, they're just very money hungry. They're not all about quality. It's about the fail safe.
Quantity and trying to push for a fucking agenda.
Yeah, like Call of Duty. If you ask me anything about any Call of Duty, it's fuck Call of Duty except for zombies.
That's not game. That's I'm like I don't really play Call of Duty Zombies because it's overrated. So.
I can see where you're coming with that. I like the original zombies though, like Black Ops 1 zombies. I really like 2 and 3. I don't know what to say about 4, but I did play whatchamacallit, Black Ops Cold War, and it's really overrated. I don't really like the zombies that much on Cold War.
Well, the thing is, like, okay, first of all, you kind of have to establish something if you're going to make the Zelda movie. Do you actually follow the games? You know, like, are you doing one continuous story, or are you going to actually follow the games where each Link and Zelda are a different character?
I mean, hey. That's a touchy subject because, okay, it would be very hard to make a very good movie based off a video game franchise.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that will completely satisfy, like, okay. I think Doom 2005, I think it was a good movie, but not, like, I don't think it was phenomenal. But it was, like, a cool little movie.
Yeah.
Pretty spot on, Alexa. I mean, the Doom movie wasn't perfect. I wish they would have at least referenced hell, or at least the creatures being somehow connected to it. But
it was scientific experiments, you know, or some disease, making them look like demonic creatures. You know, they weren't demonic creatures in Doom 2005.
And hey, you know, I know a lot of people don't like it, but speaking of Doom, I actually thought the Doom Annihilation, like, it wasn't great, but it wasn't overall, like, the worst thing ever, you know, like, for a made-for-TV science fiction movie.
It's more loyal to the fan base than 2005.
Yeah,
but I thought it was kind of ridiculous how the gun almost is the same size as her, which is ridiculous.
To be fair, like the gun's almost. How tall is Doom Guy? You know. I mean, I've seen some shots where that gun is about the same size as Doom Guy. So you know.
BFG.
I mean, that's
Big
the
fucking
big
gun.
Fucking gun. Yeah.
I swear, I love answering that question. It's like, what's BFG stand for? I'm like, haha, big fucking gun. They're like, really? I'm like, yep.
Yeah.
That's why I love Doom so much, just because of its silliness. Yet they make it so serious at the same time. You know?
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, I will say this though. Whoever they cast as Princess Zelda has to be. She really does have to have that old Hollywood beauty look to her. I mean, like, we know what I'm talking about, right? Like that. Like you look at her, you say that's a princess, you know. Because,
Not just throw some any hot chick and have her as a princess.
Well, yeah, like don't get like I don't know, the you know, you don't get like Miss March as Princess Zelda, you know. I mean, that should be something. Honestly, that should be like something like on. That should be like something on the level of like you get an unknown, and you do a nationwide, like worldwide casting search. You know, for Princess Zelda, you know, and to find an unknown, like it should be something on the level of like finding Scarlett O'Hara in the 1930s, just because Princess Zelda, you know, a lot of guys in the late 90s, and I'm one of them. You know, when we saw Princess Zelda as a teenager, it was like, wow. You know what I mean? Because but that's the other thing though. Do you really do that though? As like since each Link is a different character, do you like make it into a franchise? Because you could, you know, and have each Link be like if you make a sequel, and like you do Majora's Mask, and then you do Wind Waker.
Yep, and can also act as and has some good actual acting experience, and not just some ditzy actor with hardly any acting experience, or at least can follow through and go through a particular development and character. You know.
Well, and I even wrote a treatment for Ocarina of Time. A lot of Zelda fans would be pissed at me, but it's because but it was mainly to eliminate some of the stuff in the story that really just doesn't work for a movie. I eliminated the child Link stuff. Like Link was just an adult. You know, I know that Link is known as the hero of time and everything, but like that I don't know how well that time travel stuff would work for it.
You know what Link's favorite word is when he attacks?
What's the joke here?
Skank!
Yeah.
No? No, you don't get it? Because, like, I swear, like, he'll literally say it when he's attacking or something, like it's weird, like...
Well, he says a bunch of other random stuff. Like, I swear there was one time, like, Link said, fuck.
Speaking of Link, Encino Man's available for free on YouTube.
Oh, no, Scotty. Here, you can do a double feature. You can watch Encino Man and then the sequel.
There was a sequel?
Yes. It's called Encino Woman.
That's funny. There's a small town that's around my area that's probably like 20 miles away, and it's called Encino.
Will Brandon Fraser and Sean Astin and Pauly Shore be making an appearance? Will they be wheezing the juice?
Whistle.
The weasel. The weasel will be wheezing the juice. Alexa was wondering, oh my god, is it any good?
No.
When did Encino Woman come out? Was it recent?
96.
Oh, I see it. Encino Woman, 1996. I didn't know about this. It's apparent. Oh yeah, someone by the name of Lucy. Is she gonna, be in this? Is she gonna be in the sky with diamonds?
Oh no, but Ricky. No, Ricky also uploads videos too. Oh, here's the other thing, Sam. How many people would get pissed at you? Not like Ganondorf. That's the thing is, do you actually really cast a really tall guy to play Ganondorf, or do you just cast a tall actor? Because Ganondorf is supposed to be 7'6".
Well, okay, at least hire a tall, built man, not some stupid buff dude, but a tall, muscly built man, and try having him act as best as possible.
You know who? One of the people.
Because hold on. Because you know how there's Gaston with the live action, not Sleeping Beauty, freaking Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
They should have put a taller, more muscly man, because Gaston's freaking huge and built, not just some random good looking dude. It's just no. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Are we talking about Beauty and the Beast here or something now? Because you mentioned Gaston.
We were talking about Ganondorf.
Yeah, we're talking about Ganondorf. I'm just saying you need a taller, more built man. He doesn't have to be stupid buff. He doesn't have to be 7 foot, but he could be 6 foot something. That could be.
Yeah.
There's a balance.
One actor who I was thinking of, he's 6'3". I was thinking Idris Elba.
Who?
Idris Elba.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
He's an actor. He's been in so many films. He was in the recent Suicide Squad film.
He was Scotty, who is he? He's in the Avengers movies and the Thor movies.
Hemdale, yeah.
The Gatekeeper, yeah.
Yeah, Hemdale, the Gatekeeper, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about now, Sam?
Oh yeah, you mean the Dark Tower. I know what you're talking about, Lex. I actually saw that film. I guess it wasn't too bad. I know it didn't exactly fall through on
the Dark Tower, Sam. Did you see those?
Yeah.
Or?
Is the is that movie with Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah, that's the one.
Right.
He played.
Where he's where it's is he the devil or something? And the protagonist is no, worse. That one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I never seen it, but I know what you're talking about, kind of. I seen a movie with Matthew McConaughey in it. It was about him being a lawyer. I forgot what it was.
The Lincoln Lawyer.
The Lincoln Lawyer.
The Lincoln Lawyer. Yeah, I believe.
I'm not sure, but he's literally protecting, or not protecting, but he's literally keeping this serial killer out of prison. But it's just there's a lot of ties, or there's a lot of things he's getting caught up in it because he's finding out the serial killer he's defending that that he also got one of his previous clients arrested, and one of his previous clients was innocent,
The
but
Lincoln
like he just that's Lincoln Lawyer.
Yeah, that's the. I just said that too as well.
Yeah, it's a pretty good movie, I think.
Yeah, I love the ads he did, and then I love the ads he did later on for Lincoln because of the Lincoln Lawyer.
At one point, I could have swore it was for free on YouTube, but I think it's no longer there. I know I did recently see the film. What was it called? Limitless. If anyone's seen that film, I think I mentioned it. Bradley Cooper.
First time I seen that movie, I was at my dad's. I forget for which holiday, but yeah, I was over at my dad's. I was watching that. Pretty good movie. It was a pirated disc.
I know what you mean, Alexa. They didn't exactly stay true to the source. It's like I think they try to throw like several stories into one. I think.
Oh yeah, because there's a book about the Dark Tower, huh?
I think Stephen King wrote the stories. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get into good book.
Yeah, I saw that film once, Alexa. Like I said, I didn't mind it, but I know the people who are really fans of the story disliked it pretty badly.
I know one fan of the book who thought it was just okay.
Just maybe a somewhat time waster, but just didn't exactly follow through on the source material. And yep, Alexa confirmed. Yes, I love Stephen King. It's funny. I was watching something about gosh, what was that film? Annie Wilkes, the Misery character. There was some. I was kind of looking. I was watching a video about her origins and stuff like that. That character's fucked in the head. That's all I got to say about Annie Wilkes.
I mean, she doesn't exactly do normal things in the movie Misery.
Well, I'm talking about like in her earlier life. Like she was responsible for a lot of deaths in the nursing homes that she in the nursing facilities that she worked at. I mean, she was even responsible for like several infants' deaths, and somehow she was proclaimed innocent despite all that, which I find that to be very odd. But yeah. But going back to films, what was I gonna bring something up.
I think I'm gonna call it a day. I need to go to bed before I pull an all-nighter.
Yeah, I don't blame you, Sam. If you need to go to bed, man.
Yeah, but you guys have a good night. I'm getting like hella sleepy.
Yeah.
Scotty, you have a good night. Ty.
Thanks, Sam. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, of course.
You have a good one, man. Sleep well, okay?
Right. Peace.
Peace. What are you gonna say, Ty?
I forgot.
You forgot. Okay. A lot of people say that supposedly Idris Elba might have been a good Apocalypse. I think. I think Oscar Isaac didn't do that bad of a job. I mean, it's just the script, kind of limited him. But hey, at least he was a better villain than Jessica Chastain and Dark Phoenix. So yeah.
The only good thing about New Mutants is that the blonde girl, Anya Taylor-Joy Johnson or whatever her name is.
Anna Taylor Johnson, I think is her name.
Yeah, I thought she was really hot.
Of course.
She had striking eyes.
Yeah, I remember not minding her in the Glass film, even if the film itself was disappointing.
I liked that one girl, the blonde girl in Split.
I haven't actually fully watched Split. I just know that McAvoy really does a good job of conveying the 23 personalities. That's not always an easy task to pull off, but it seemed like he did. From what I've seen, he did a pretty solid job, and he definitely made a good Xavier. Just it's unfortunately, since Dark Phoenix is the last X-Men film, it looks very doubtful that we're going to get another film with them in it. So
Yeah, I don't know, and especially with Disney,
Yeah, because they're a fucking monopoly and they want to buy everything.
which get this now they've altered the numbers on how much they actually own in Hollywood right now on Google. I remember, it's one of those things. I wish I would take at that time to screenshot it. I remember it saying 75% of Hollywood. Now on Google, if you Google it, it says they own 33%.
Interesting.
But if you look at all that they own, like they own ESPN, Lifetime, they own Fox, they own like National Geographics, they own it's amazing the stuff that they own. They own Hulu. And
I didn't know they own National Geographic. That's interesting.
Yeah, they own quite a bit.
Yeah, I fear for what Kathleen Kennedy's going to do to Indiana Jones 5.
I'm trying to remain optimistic.
Yeah, and I thought they were going to let her contract expire, but supposedly it might be renewed. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I've heard that, and
it's ridiculous. Just out of curiosity, which one is ridiculous, Alexa? I'm just curious. Feel free to give your thoughts on that. I know what we're going to say, Ty.
Oh, just it's just amazing that we've literally gone. I watched this documentary. I'm sure you must have seen it, Empire of Dreams. It's about the making of Star Wars movies.
Empire of Dreams. I don't know if I've seen that.
Yeah, well, it kind of George Lucas kind of brings up a good point. And we're kind of at a transition, and in
Gotcha.
the early 70s, they were at a transition in Hollywood, where like a lot of the old the old bosses were retiring and everything, and they hired marketing people to make movies. Like, we got some very good early 70s movies before Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
But like a lot of those were marketing movies, you know what I mean? Like, oh, this appeals to this person, so we should make this. Oh, people like Coca-Cola, let's make a Coca-Cola movie, not to say that they did stuff like that, but that's the type of mentality that they had in Hollywood at that time. And if you think about it in today's standards, that's how Hollywood is right now. And if you don't believe me, I can prove it, because there was one of John Zero Cool, one of his old videos, where he announced how there were studios fighting over money to get the rights to make an Emoji movie. And look what happened. So it's marketing, right now. People want and the thing is, marketing people just don't know how to make good movies.
Yeah, the beginning of the end.
To be fair, what we're saying right now, the beginning of the end and everything, and all the end of Hollywood and stuff like that, people were saying that in the early 70s. I mean, granted, you could argue, yeah, we got good films then, but people were saying that with those gritty vigilante movies. And I'm not talking about the ones that were successful, Dirty Harry,
or Death Wish,
French Connection, or Death Wish. I'm talking about really just low budget, gritty vigilante movies. Some of the the exploitation movies and stuff like that. People were saying that in the 70s. What we're saying right now, that this is the end of Hollywood. And people were even saying that in the 1930s, with all the horror movies that came out. People have always said this. So to me, what you need to me, what you need is you need a guy to step in and be that, that George Lucas, that Walt Disney type of man, because to show people that be an innovator in the industry again, to show people, wow, somebody made this. You need to basically show this to inspire the new generation.
Mm-hmm.
And the sad part of it is, a lot of directors now, like I do think some directors actually do have talent now, but like a lot of directors now, like some of them just aren't good writers. Maybe they're good directors, just not good writers.
Yeah, I think actually, believe it or not, I actually think J.J. can be a good director as long as he actually doesn't really write much. Unless if he's writing drama stuff, he was actually okay. I actually liked the films he did, like Regarding Henry and Forever Young. He actually wrote those films.
Right.
But when it comes to science fiction, he kind of lacks any kind of, good, consistent, understanding of science, and everything's about the flash and no substance. But yeah. And go ahead.
I'll still say this: his best film is probably Mission Impossible 3.
Yeah, that's definitely his best film right there. And as producer, he's okay in that regard. I actually watched 10 Cloverfield Lane. I actually thought that was a pretty solid, kind of loosely based sequel right there. John Goodman really, he kind of surprised me in how, crazy and really kind of creepy he was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we definitely get some gems, but it seems like you have to dig through a pile of shit just to look through them, right? But here's the thing. Here's the most recent horror franchise, or at least the horror films if you want to consider it horror film, I really liked A Quiet Place 2. It was a really good sequel. That was the only one film I saw more than once. It was actually good. And mainly because thanks to John Krasinski, he knows how to write stuff. Mm-hmm. You totally agree?
I did.
Are you talking about Quiet Place 2, Alexa? Go ahead, Ty.
I did like A Quiet Place 2. That was really good.
Yeah. I mean, there were a couple of flaws. Like, I kind of wish that Emily Blunt's character could have done a little more, and I kind of find it how ridiculous how that one monster kind of just drifted out there. But I think Cillian Murphy actually was a good lead, and I have to admit he's maybe was slightly better than John Krasinski.
Well, he's technically better. Technically a better actor than John Krasinski.
He's used to doing those type of dramatic and actually survival films. Like I know he was in 28 Days Later. He was pretty good in that. So
well, he's classically trained. So
yeah, and I really liked him in Red Eye. So
yeah, by definition, he's a better actor than John Krasinski, and that's not really an opinion. That's like he actually studied acting. John Krasinski mainly came from a comedy background, so.
I think he definitely had some background in theater. He definitely had that going for him.
Yeah,
maybe I'm wrong, but he actually did a good job in the first film. Okay, that's true. We have to. Yeah, it's like basically like a lot of films these days, or a symbol, or basically filter through an assembly line and say, here, if you want this, or hey, you want this, or you want to have some kind of woke perception, then yeah, we have that for you.
Okay, the thing is, they need to realize, with this whole woke stuff, and they need to realize it pretty soon, because the thing is, guess what? You're appealing to a very small majority that actually cares about that stuff. Like my whole opinion about that stuff, and I hate to kind of go here, Scotty, but especially live, but no, a good majority of the average public doesn't care whether if you're gay or black or Asian, or if you're lesbian or trans or whatever. We don't care. Go live your life.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you don't sit there and tell me how to live, I don't care.
Yeah.
Because that's the majority. You're appealing to probably only like maybe 1%, maybe 2% of the population. I would have to say.
Mm-hmm.
like, I mean, how many people when you remember a few years ago, well, not a few years ago, maybe a few months ago now, when they wanted to cancel Stallone just because he joined a golf course.
That Trump was involved with, yeah, that was ridiculous.
Exactly. Like, okay, like did I vote for Trump? Yes, and we're talking politics. Sorry.
Or they want to cancel Pepe Le Pew because he inspires rape culture or some ridiculous shit like that.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Like, how many women have actually been when they were raped? How many women have sit there and said, how many rapists have said, "I'm gonna Pepe Le Pew you"?
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, how many rapists actually have said that? In the words of Fabio, none of them. Absolutely none. First of all, if you're gonna, I'm sorry, if you know, I think if you said that, I'm gonna Pepe Le Pew you. I think most women are just gonna laugh at that, you know.
Yeah, they probably will.
I mean, if somebody like I'm pretty like we've all heard some very bad pickup lines, but you know, if I was a girl, I'd be laughing at that guy's face like, "Wow, dude, great pickup line."
Yeah, you think you're gonna come up with something better, right?
And I mean, and plus, you know, I would just be more laughing at him because that guy's probably either that, or I'd probably tell him, "Well, do I need to go buy you a code red, and you need to add more pizza to your leaning pizza box of pizza?" Maybe I'll tell him, "Why don't you go get out of your mom's basement?" You know.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing is, you know, these, like, I actually have thought about doing that on my channel, you know, once my break is done. How, like, going around my town, and saying, "Oh, asking the simple question, how many people should be canceled on their personal beliefs?" Phrase it like that. And then, like, let's say I ask 100 people, and then tally up the answers, you know? Like, I've actually kind of considered doing that.
Yeah. Some
because
people just don't want to face reality sometimes. I don't know what it is, or they just, if you disagree with them, they get all offensive, or if you dislike this particular thing, oh wait, you don't like The Last Jedi? Well, you're wrong, or it's a damn good foot, or you're a sexist, misogynistic man baby, blah blah blah. Like,
well, the funny thing is, you even look at history of, you know, people in general of reviewing movies. People said like this exact same stuff, like when you know, when Spock died in Wrath of Khan.
mm-hmm.
You know, how they kill off Spock and everything. Now, granted, like, yeah, in the next movie they brought him back, but like, there was outrage over that, like the same outrage when they killed off Luke and Han Solo.
Mm-hmm.
And like, even back in the 50s, people said, why only Bela Lugosi can play Dracula? Why is this tall, silent British guy playing Dracula? And now people always argue, who is better, Bela Lugosi or Christopher Lee as Dracula? So people have always sit there and said, we don't need this. That's one of the reasons why, like, I kind of get tired of, like, even Fabio and even Matt does it as well. Like, we don't need this. And I'm like, you do realize people have been saying that since the beginning of reviewing movies. You know? And, you know, like, I don't even know if you've noticed it, Scotty, but, like, and, you know, I know you talk to Matt more than I do, but do you think Matt's kind of lost his touch in a way?
What about Matt?
Do you think he's lost his touch in a way?
I don't know. I'm sure he's just. I don't know. I don't know if he really lost his touch. Maybe he's just going through the motions. I haven't really watched any of his recent stuff, but here's the thing. I did see there might be some stuff I disagree with him. I actually didn't mind the film Old. I thought it was, to be honest, I kind of liked it maybe slightly more than Glass. But looking back, I do see some of the points he made, like some of the dialogue and the way the kids talked. Like, hey, maybe we can grow up and be neighbors, and we can worry about mortgages or something like that. Which I will admit, it's kind of a ridiculous, bit of dialogue. But I thought the concept behind it was a little interesting.
I didn't see Old. The trailer disturbed me.
I did see the third Conjuring film, and I thought that was a fairly okay sequel.
I liked The Conjuring 3. I was really getting like those 70s, possession movie vibes from it, like
Yeah.
Like the I'm not gonna just like kind of say The Exorcist, but like maybe some of the Exorcist ripoff movies, Like I was getting some very like Italian Italian giallo type of horror movie vibes from it. So
yeah. Excuse me for a second, Ty. Hey Alexa, I saw the if you're still there, I saw the little picture of the final game between us and the Giants, and I definitely agree with you on that. I really hated how McCarthy decided not to challenge that play, that catch. It definitely looked like the receiver didn't catch it. Plus, I remember being upset the way Jordan Lewis played in that game, and he punched somebody, and we got a personal foul. So yeah, I feel your pain on that. I just wanted to address that. So yeah, and I feel like our rights are starting to. Do you feel like our rights are starting to slowly be taken away just because we disagree on something and can't really speak up, or we're gonna be finger pointed for having a different viewpoint and just speaking our minds and even really speaking the truth? What do you think about that, Ty?
I think that something is going to happen because the thing is, what's happening right now is a change in America. Yeah, so yes, definitely. But what's happening right now is a change in America because, there's that, the wheel of time. It always turns, and I think we have to be like at some sort of cycle right now or something. You know what I mean? Because I think yes, definitely. I mean, there's hope. I mean, there's a reason why the number one song in the country right now. Now you can't look this up on the country Billboard charts, but the number one song in the country right now is "Am I the Only One" by Aaron Lewis. The number one selling books on Amazon right now are Marxism in America. Now, to me, that actually does say something. And yes, they are teaching our children very, very things that honestly, I think is considered child abuse. And I don't even mean, to put it this way, I'd rather, if Alexa, I don't know if she can join us privately, but I'd rather talk privately about that because I don't even want to say that live on YouTube unless Scotty really says it's okay. So
Why were you gonna ask Alexa a question about something?
no, it's just stuff that they're teaching our children now that like.
I hear something is going on in New York. Oh, you're actually down for coming in, Alexa? It's up to you if you want. I understand. It's pretty. It's pretty late up there. I'll leave it up to you if you want to come in. But
well, I'm more like I'd rather talk privately because like some of the stuff that I know could get your I mean, you're a small channel, but lately YouTube's been going after smaller channels for speaking up. So
Oh
I'd
yeah,
rather so
the throw shit fit and everything. So yeah.
yeah. If you don't know what we're talking about with the whole children situation, we can send her the link and we can talk privately about it. So
Okay. I'll definitely I'll message her, but I'll leave it up to her if she wants to come in. So
yeah. Basically, all I will say is some of the stuff that I know is a lot of things like modern school systems. It's not even borderline on child abuse. Like not like hitting kids, but like teaching them stuff that teachers should not teach kids. Basically brainwashing them to think certain ways. If that
that's
makes
what I
sense.
heard about. I heard there was something going on in New York about that. Apparently, a YouTube channel named Colonel Quartz, which is actually the character name from Apocalypse Now. She was talking something about something along those lines.
Mm-hmm. Well, like
Alexa, I did send you the link if you want to come in, but I'll leave it up to you if you want to.
yeah, well, it's something. Like YouTube doesn't go after the big channels. I mean, they actually are going after smaller channels right now. That's why, like, I'm just taking another break from YouTube. So,
Now I was
and
wondering what's making you take a break from YouTube.
God told me to.
Okay.
Just because of all the Marxism in Hollywood and America right now. So, there's just a lot of things, a lot of factors, and just and I know that I've gotten and I've recently been quite trolled.
And look who's here.
Hello. Hi.
Hey Alexa, how are you holding up?
I'm doing pretty good. I missed you, Scotty. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, I know. I've been working. I've actually, I haven't worked this year. I mean, the last few months, but I've been busy. I was busy at my job, and I was also, I don't know if you heard about this. My mom lost. I don't mean to get personal, but my mom lost 3 relatives dating back to February, back when we had that winter storm.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know that.
Yeah, my aunt got the worst of it. She ended up having like 3 forms of cancer, like
Oh
brain,
my gosh.
lung, and some other form. I can't remember now. It's pretty awful.
I dealt with brain cancer before, and I know it's hard, the surgery and everything. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I thought they performed they gave her some kind of antibiotic. I can't remember what it was. Supposedly it helped a little bit, and they said that she would maybe have a year, but apparently they got it all wrong, or somehow the cancer returned and she wasn't able to beat that part. So
I'm sorry.
yeah, and it started with her brother, and I guess because he was really depressed because I guess no one was interacting with him, or because of COVID, he basically drank a lot, and apparently he suffered a liver problem. It was liver and kidney failure. That's what did him in. So yeah.
That COVID is doing more damage than what people think, like socially and medically and everything else. That whole lockdown and having us
Yeah.
separated from each other.
Delta variant and stuff like that.
Yeah. Like we're interactive creatures. We have to be around each other. We have to socialize. It's crazy.
We're not. You can't They can't sit there and treat us like.
Exactly.
They can't sit there and treat us like we're cattle or something like that.
That's what it feels like. Like you locked away in your house. I don't know. It's like you have to get these shots. You don't know what's all in them. It's scary to me. I really don't know. It's like I feel very like a lot of anxiety.
Anxiety and and almost
Yes.
creating fear in a way too as well.
Yes, a lot of times after I watch the news, I just feel horrible, and it's just getting so bad. And our children aren't learning how to interact with each other. They're losing social skills. Like
Hmm.
you can't keep closing down the country. You just cannot. Like we're dying, and I don't think people understand how serious that is. That really worries me. People are losing their jobs, and it's already hard enough out here.
Yeah,
And
people
if you
being
value work,
yeah, unemployment and stuff like that.
yes, it's a lot of people who do value hard work. And I feel like what's going on now is kind of bull crap because it's like people sitting around don't want to go back to work. And you can see it. If you're gonna keep giving them money, they'll never go back to work. Who's going to go to work and they don't have to? Like they're losing the incentive to work. So you're getting a lot of lazy people, you get a lot of introverts, you're just getting a lot of weird stuff going on, and it's too much for me.
Well,
Like I really don't like that.
even being self-employed, like it's got to the point sometimes where I've had to go door to door in this small little town I live,
Hmm.
asking,
Yeah,
"Can I notice your trees are a little long. Can I trim them? I don't charge as much as an average tree service. I mean, because I only do pole saw work. It's whatever I can reach with the pole saw. So it's $20 an hour, or like even mow somebody's lawn.
it's
But
breaking us because we can't ask for actual cost of things. Like you have to give people discounts because of what's going on, and it's killing us slowly. It really is. We
exactly.
won't be able to repair America if you keep on like this.
Hmm.
And it's just a shame to watch it go down. Like I'm almost ready to cry because this is like the greatest country, and I don't understand why we're where we at. Like we just making people more dependent. It's like you're gonna have a whole welfare system.
Um,
Everybody gonna be sitting on it in a minute.
I will.
Like
Hey, well, I'm gonna say something controversial, and we're not even in private chat, but if you actually look at the true history of America,
mhm,
all the true evil things that people are still talking about to this day was all caused by Democrats.
I agree. I'm conservative and I make no apologies for it because I feel like if you don't, you have to have like work ethic. You have to have something about you as far as religion. I just feel like you need certain things to function.
Hmm.
And when you take that away, you just get chaos. And that's why you see all this chaos. It's ridiculous.
Hmm.
Like, I don't want to say nothing wrong, but you
Well,
have certain groups of people where it's like we almost had to have separate bathrooms. Are you kidding me? Like, we don't have time for this. So you would have made all these companies go make a third bathroom. Stop it already. It's too much. Like,
the thing,
I'm not teaching my kids that stuff. I'm not.
no, I mean, well, I've even, if I'm ever blessed with children, with Melissa, like, I've told her that I don't even know if I really want to take them to public schools. Like,
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't like their curriculum. I don't like what they're like shoving down your throat. Like you have to let your children listen to certain things. I don't agree with that. Since when do you come in people's homes and tell them how to raise their children? Like I don't like that. It's like they're making you teach your children stuff, and it's like that's not how I want my household to be raised. And you don't have a right to tell me how to raise my children. I don't like it.
well, Scotty, did you hear about this? Some schools are actually teaching children to be
Yes.
the third genders and everything.
Yes, I knew exactly what you was gonna say, and they pushing that as a curriculum too. And they also said that if they bring that curriculum to your school, that they have to pass it to pass high school. That's absolutely crazy. That's not what school is for. You don't go to school for sexuality. You go to school for academics,
I
and I don't like that.
It's,
I
we go to
honestly
school for the academics. We learn, you have different subjects. You have science,
Exactly.
you have language, art,
Exactly.
social studies. I don't know if that's still around. I assume that is.
Hmm.
You have mathematics, even though I wasn't the greatest mathematician, but math, having some basic knowledge of math can be good. Sometimes
Exactly.
if you want to become an engineer, that's where I believe something like pre-calculus or something like that would come along. And Samson's interesting. They're teaching kids about trans agenda, and there's
Thank you. Thank you. What that have to do with getting a job? Like you go to school to learn different skill sets so you can function in this society, so you can go into different genres of work. What the heck do what you do in your bedroom have to do with that? Like I don't like that. Like keep religion and sexuality out of schools. That is the parents'
yeah.
right, and you don't have a right to take that away from them.
Exactly.
At least you would learn the stuff in health class. At least it was beneficial. You learn how
Well, yeah, sexual reproduction, that's
yes,
understandable and how your body function, but I don't need to learn nothing other than that.
Even
Yeah.
the people who are actually actual actual are suffer from, it's called gender dysphoria.
Mhm.
It's like less than 1%.
Exactly.
I mean, so the actual people who struggle with it, I mean, yeah, it should be looked at. It's sense of dysphoria. It should be looked at the same thing as like if you have
Mhm.
alcohol dysphoria.
Yeah.
It should be looked at it as that. Not, I don't even think it should be praised that much.
I feel like that's personal. Like, why is we taking this to a whole nother level? That's unnerving to me. And it's not about stepping on somebody's rights. I literally don't care what you do in the bedroom. I don't care. I really don't.
yeah,
Why
and
do
just like
I have to know about it? I don't think that's right. We didn't have to know about it a few years ago. Like when I was growing up, I didn't have to learn what my teacher might be doing in a bedroom. Like who
yeah,
cares?
yeah.
Well, I mean, remember what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What
Mm-hmm.
happens in the bedroom stays in the
Stays in the
bedroom.
bedroom. Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean,
yeah.
That's
It's
what
like
I mean. Like we losing a certain amount of tact and how to carry yourself. Like it's stuff that's spilling out into the streets and out into regular life that's nobody's business. So no, I'm not trying to oppress nobody. I'm not trying to take away your rights. I don't care. That's the whole point. We don't care. So why do we have to deal with that? I don't understand that. I don't want to take away nobody's rights, but I don't want you taking away my rights.
no.
And then when you say that, they try to act like, oh, you're
yeah.
this, you're that. You
We
get
don't need
all the labels. Yeah,
we don't need to have anything shoved down our throats. Pretty much, just because you
exactly.
think it's the way it should be.
Because that's their opinion. It's like, okay, but why do we have to deal with that? We
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't have to. I don't like
Soon as
that.
these people realize, the world doesn't revolve around what you want it to revolve around.
Yeah.
The world is
One
kind
set of people, that's what it looks like. It's like you taking like little sectors and trying to make everybody conform to that. And it's like, no, the whole thing is being individualized and being your own. And what's wrong with that? Like, there's nothing wrong with variety. There's nothing wrong with you being your own person. I
Yeah.
feel like this is just getting out of hand, and I feel like they're trying to package it a certain way, but you know what you're looking at. It's like anytime you can get fired just because your political points of view, it is something deeply wrong. Because your job should be, can you do the job that you were hired for?
Yeah.
And if you're not out here physically doing something to somebody, then you have a right to your opinions.
of.
Like it's
Yeah.
you're not out there beating people or killing people or doing something because they didn't agree with you. It's like you have a right to your opinion. So yes, freedom of speech is disappearing and it's scary.
Yeah. For all I know, they might be going on to the Second Amendment right. The right to bear arms.
I feel like they're attacking so much stuff. It's been up for grabs for years. They working on it.
They're working on it. I mean, yeah.
They
I
chipping away at it slowly.
Yes,
the,
it's a slow but almost like a slow. I hate saying this, maybe like a slow death in a way, or just slow, just
Hmm.
little by little, slowly decline and move on to the
Hmm.
next thing. Take away these rights, or change them up to the
Yeah.
way we reconfigure them to the way we think it should be.
the thing
You
is,
know,
what
oh,
is
go ahead. I'm sorry.
what is it going to take? Because like it seems like, honestly, what do these people want? Do they? It's like our forefathers did not the king did a lot of corrupt things, and then we had to go to war with them.
Mhm.
You know, I don't want to have the second revolution that people are talking about now. You know,
I don't know. I feel like I don't know what the answer is to that because in one way you don't want to fight, but the country is already split. Like I don't know what to do about that. And when it's like the things you ask for is reasonable, other people think that's not reasonable. So what can you do with that? Like I don't know. I'm lost with that.
Yeah, I know the feeling that the world is a bit chaotic, and
Yes.
that's why I don't want to. I try to make the best of it, whether it be going about my daily activities, or I really miss hiking. It's really good to be outside nature. It's really good to just be outside. And I know I'm getting a little off topic, but it's really good to just
Hmm.
embrace the great things in life, whether it be nature or surrounding yourself with the very vast nature of
I think that's what we're missing, like the normal stuff. Like I think
yeah.
we've gotten so
So used
far
to
from just basic living
yeah.
that now you bringing in all this weird stuff and
It's
it's
always about
never
the
good enough and it's
smartphones and
always
blah blah blah.
morphing and changing. Yes, because we used to enjoy going outside playing, riding bikes, playing video games. Like that was normal. Now you got all this other stuff and it's
Or
too
the
much going
TikToks
on.
and stuff like that, which I
Yes,
would
it's
never.
weird. It's like encouraging people to stay in the house and only socialize over the phone. That's not healthy and it's not normal. And you getting where children can't even function and speak to each other and hold conversations, and you're babying them by doing that. Because when you go out in the real world, you see how it works,
I mean,
how nature works, how life works. You don't get what you want all the time. And you don't get to throw a big old tantrum about it just because you didn't get something. You don't get to like push your views and push everything off on somebody else and throw a whole tantrum because somebody didn't agree with you. We used to be able to disagree and still function.
Yeah,
exactly.
agree to disagree.
We had
Yes.
we had one. We my old boss. He hired one guy who this is a thing. He thought because he identifies as a lumberjack hipster that he could be a natural lumberjack. So he decided to wear skinny jeans
Oh Lord.
to being a lumberjack. Well,
You know that's not going to work.
well, no, it didn't work out for him. He had a blowout in his pants.
Exactly.
He ripped
I cannot.
in the
I
cross
knew you was going there.
in the crosshair. And me and my boss, we were laughing at him. I mean,
Anybody with common sense know if you're doing all this agricultural work, you have to be able to bend and stretch. Skinny jeans is not it.
I mean,
Not even just gardening, you know better than that. I
exactly.
cannot.
But what made it even funnier, his skinny jeans were so tight that he forgot something very important that day.
Oh my gosh.
He forgot something
Oh, he
important.
was
What would
just
that be?
blowing in the wind.
He, Scotty, do I need to spell it out for you? You realize not his underwear?
Oh gosh.
Uh,
But see, then when you tell people they need to be professional, they take that as an insult. Like you can't tell nobody nothing nowadays, even if
Well,
it's
well,
to save them or help them. It's like, don't tell me what to do. It's like I'm just trying to tell you so that you won't mess up. I know what I'm doing. Okay, okay. But then they want to sue you. That's another thing.
oh yeah,
Whenever they make a mistake,
yeah,
oh, they don't want to deal with the consequences. It's your fault. And you're like, how is it my fault because you did something stupid? Like, how does that
yeah.
work?
They're not willing to put themselves in the accountability zone.
Yes,
sometimes
yes.
sometimes in the real world, you just better pray if you screw up that your boss
Hmm.
doesn't fire you.
That's true. That's true.
I mean,
But
hey,
nowadays you get fired for everything. It don't even have nothing to do with your job. So it's you getting a lot of anxiety and you wonder why people are like turning to alcohol and drugs and they trying to figure out what's wrong because people are so filled with anxiety and just turmoil and not knowing what's going to happen next. I don't care how good of a person you is, and you're sitting up there like, am I going to make it? And you shouldn't have to be sitting. You, if you know you're a hard worker and you're willing to get out there every day and do your job, that should be your guarantee that your bills are paid. You'll be fed. Everything will be all right eventually. But now you have this uncertainty and there's nothing anybody can do. It's like out of our hands almost. And you just waiting to be told something. So you sitting up there with all this anxiety and people are literally getting sick or turning to drugs and alcohol. And it's unfortunate.
Yeah, turning to that as probably as a means of escape, not the actual
Hmm.
natural healthy escape that we all want to be
Right.
outside, whether it be in the park or hiking
Yeah.
or just hell, even or going to the mall, just looking,
Yeah.
the good old days of clothes shopping. Like I think
Yes.
pretty much all the Sears locations are closed now.
As a woman, I could contest to that. Yes, we want to go back shopping.
Like like when I worked at the UPS store, I dealt with so many returns. A lot of them were clothing related because because of the
People can't
pandemic.
afford it. Yes, it's getting so bad out here.
I mean, there is Kohl's. There's a Kohl's store not too far from where I live, and yeah.
I mean, hey, I don't mind, going shopping with my girl. As long as I get to hang out with her and
Well,
and she.
I wish I can go shopping with somebody, but well.
Hey, I'm not a guy. I'm a guy that I'll sit there in the corner, but hey, my girl tries on some stuff for me. I'll tell her.
You'll definitely admire the scenery, won't you?
Exactly. Like I'll
or the enjoying the view. Yeah, definitely.
And hey, we have a we have a very open relationship where like I'll tell her, but I'll tell her, hey, yeah, that one doesn't look good on you, babe.
Or hey, well, that one definitely looks good on you for sure.
Either that or I'll do the Wayne's World thing. That one looks good on you, babe. Swing.
Oh, I got you, babe.
Yeah.
I'd rather have honesty when I'm shopping with my man. Like if something don't look right, let me know. If it's not flattering, because I'm gonna feel some kind of way. I'm gonna feel like, well, do you really like me? Because you let me leave out looking like this.
Yeah. The only thing, I'm the type of guy, like she's 5'7", and she loves to wear heels, and I'm 6 foot, so I just have to embrace it as a man that if she wears really tall high heels, I'm gonna look short either way.
Right.
Yeah, Sam's want to know open relationship or honest relationship. Is it both? I'm guessing, Ty.
Okay, well, I mean, we're honest relationship. I mean, open. I mean, she's not open with what you're thinking, Sam.
Oh, Sam was hoping to dabble in that, huh?
So,
oh yeah, she'll try to whip him into more shit. Because remember, didn't you say that your girlfriend was in the army or was it Chrono or something?
she's a sergeant.
Sergeant. Okay, so sergeant. Okay, yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
She's
I have a lot of respect for that.
She's a staff sergeant. She just got promoted a few months ago.
I know you're proud of her.
I mean, I always kind of did want to serve, but like God just told me it wasn't right for me. But so I kind of serve my country in other ways. So
yes.
I guess she'll be the more softer Arlie Ermy version, right?
I think that's great though.
But yeah, it's definitely great for you, Ty. That she's didn't you say she was going to be leaving at one point? But I guess she's still in the army technically, or just
can't
if you don't want to say if it violates something, you don't have to tell me.
I can't. I'll say she is leaving, but she can't due to certain things that she told somebody higher up than her. Is what I'll say.
Hey guys, I'm actually going to end the stream, but don't go anywhere. I was just going to go ahead and end the broadcast, but we can still talk that way. That way we can just unload.
Okay.
But hi, Alexa, Sam, thanks for stopping by. It was great interacting with you, and
Thank
never
you.
forget, make the best of life and live life to the fullest. And those are words to live by.